Check, check, check. Mike, 1, 2, 1, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20. 10, 5, touchdown. Let's see what we got here, my man, because we are streaming. We are live here on CWTV. Let's see what we got here. Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle. This guy's right next to us. I mean, all of this. Happy Halloween. You guys like the stash? Okay, we're looking good. Okay.
Watch out.
Do you see Jake?
Another great song.
I don't catch this football at state.
Jake from Allstate. No, Jake.
Sportsmanship is a vital part of athletics. During the contest, if you see someone using poor behavior, please notify facility personnel. Sportsmanship is of utmost importance, and everyone should enjoy the contest in a fun and healthy environment. Thank you for your cooperation. More championship music is coming up here on Game Time. More great music for you. In the home of the Santa Fe Wolves.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Right here.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, check. Mic check 1. 5. Touchdown, Cashion. Mic check 2. Mic check 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 10, 5, touchdown. Spittle everywhere, yeah. Guys like this. Can't see the stash, just killing it right here, right now. Oh, those are the coaches. And do you like my mustache? I've got a wig and a shirt to go with it. You want to see it? Yeah, it's pretty dope. Check that out. I got my Joe Exotic shirt right here. That is a Joe Exotic. Oh, baby. He needs to sit still. Sit still. Sit still. Good job, Kate. See, look at here. Come on, right here. I have some teeth to go along with this. New? Yeah. There is no, we're on the third floor. That's why they're looking at me like I'm an idiot.
That's what I thought. I thought we were on the third floor, but I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
Let's get a quick snapshot. like this is one of those moments where you're just making it worse. Come on, Gage.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today. 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today. 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat Athletes.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211. For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC. Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
Their quarterback is a freshman.
Hey, it's Chris here. The Cashion Wildcats have a legacy of success. Hard work and being prepared is how that legacy is protected. Home, auto, business, or life, the agents at Gibson Legacy Insurance will do the hard work to make sure you are prepared and your legacy is protected. Call or text me today at 405-283-3947 for your free insurance quotes. Go Wildcats!
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome to Cashion Wildcat TV. I'm Neiman Abavi, more like Neiman Exotic, today on a Halloween version of Cashion Wildcat football here live from Edmond, Santa Fe, with your Cashion Wildcats ranked 1-2 across the board. Take 8-0, take on the 6-1 Tonkawa Bucks, coming all the way down I-35 to take on their intra-district foe. I'm in the booth by myself for the most part. I got my man Mark Parrott here on the camera, but we've got Chris Gibson, who will be here. He's assured me will be here. I don't know if he's going to be dressed up as well. He probably didn't get the memo, but we're definitely celebrating Halloween here at CWTV style here live from Edmond. So excited to be here. Saturday afternoon football for high school. I don't think I've ever done that. I think it's been a while, maybe since a playoffs a few years ago. But nonetheless, we've got football here. The weather's fantastic. The grass is evergreen here on the field turf, and certainly want to send out a big shout out to the Edmond Santa Fe coaches and administration for making this happen. As earlier in the week and through midweek, we didn't have power. We probably had inclement, pulled up rain on the field. So Coach Shack working wonders here to get us an opportunity to play in this fantastic facility. Certainly, again, God bless those Edmond folks for passing the bond so that they could play on a field turf. But there's my man Chris. It's Wildcat King. Wildcat King. So as we get Chris set up, again, we're super grateful for you joining us. We're gonna cut to a quick break. We'll be right back here as Chris breaks down the visiting Tonkawa Bucks. We'll highlight last week's game as Cashion went to 8-0 with a thorough victory over Oklahoma Bible Academy, and we'll get you ready for what's going to be a great top 10 battle here in District A3. So thanks so much for joining me. It's Neiman Abavi here on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
Mic check. I'm here. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV live. Saturday afternoon action, high school football as your Cashion Wildcats 8-0 take on the 6-1 Tonkawa live. Let's do it again. I probably heard it, but you guys probably got that in.
You got a little bit of mine.
Yeah,
yep.
You know what?
You're good.
I'm loud. I'm loud enough for everybody. Anyways, I'm Neiman and Bobby joining me in the booth today for going to be an awesome top 10 battle, District 8-3 for leadership here, District 8-3 between the 8-0 Cashion Wildcats versus the 6-1 Tonkawa Bucks led by Mike Kirtley. Chris, welcome. You've had a busy morning, haven't you?
Hey, it's been a busy week
Yes.
around Cashion and a lot of the Oklahoma and Texas areas. I hope everybody's safe, everybody's warm. We don't have power yet, but most of Cashion, I think,
is power.
No.
Oh my
That's
God,
what I was doing
what
right
that
before I
funk
got here.
was.
We were,
Woo.
yeah. I mean, we have water. I have a generator, but so we're not roughing it too bad.
Okay.
It could be worse.
It could be, absolutely. Well, we're I gave my thanks. I'll do it again. Thanks to the Edmond Santa Fe administration and coaches for opening up their house to us. We got a great press box here. We've got Gage Beddick and Mark Parrott joining us, and we're certainly grateful to have field turf. I was just mentioning how cool it is to have field turf and the value of field turf, right, in moments like this, because not only issues with power, but, you know, we had a ton of rain sitting on our field.
Yep.
It would absolutely be a mud bath. It would destroy the field if we were to play. So, you know, again, grateful to be here in Edmonton.
And we hope to play about 4 more games there, right?
That's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah, absolutely. So as I brush my mullet out of my face,
You look glorious, by the way.
you like this? I think
Yes.
that it's the mustache. I left it on the radio guy for the Bucks over here, and I kind of shoot away the coaches crew there setting up for the Bucks. They're going to be next to me. I'm like, you all don't want to be next to me. It's going to be a mess, a visual mess. Clearly,
I guess I should have dressed like Carol Baskin.
you could have. You should have. I'm sorry. I will be clearing this up, so no worries for you all. It won't be too much of a distraction.
Happy
but,
Halloween.
That's right. Happy Halloween. So Chris, we're sitting here 8-0, 2 more games left in district. Got to win it, you know, to get that 1 seed in district play. We've got the the Bucks visiting from Tonkawa. They were state champs a couple years ago.
Yep.
So what's the breakdown for the Bucks as we take a look at them today?
I was actually going to kind of touch on that. You know, Tonkawa comes in today riding a 5-game win streak. They come into this game knowing if they can pull out an upset victory over the Wildcats, they kind of earn the driver's seat of the district and have a really good chance of winning and being that number 1 seed. If the players for the Buccaneers don't know how important this game is for them to be, you know, have a chance to be the number 1 seed, Mike Kirtley and those guys, I guarantee they have been pounded in their head all week long. Just like Nima said, I mean, 2 years ago, this team was winning a gold ball. So they know how to win. They know what they need to do to get to that final stage. And this is one of those things that they're telling their kids, guys, get out here, pop them in the mouth. It's been a crazy week for all of us. They haven't got to practice as much as they needed to.
Right.
Anything can happen this week. We've had to move our home game to a different location. Their coaches are over there going, guys, this is our opportunity to upset this team and take control of our own destiny, as you will say, and have a chance to win the district and come away, the spoilers for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, it's certainly what makes high school football exciting. Got to win district. It's all on the line. You never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
It's been a weird week, been a weird year. So who knows? And I'm sure Coach Shack will have them ready. Do you want to talk about last week's game for Cashion, or do you want to break down the Bucks a little bit more?
Let me break down kind of what you're going to see from these guys today. You know, watching film, they're going to line up a lot in just an I formation and just kind of try to run the ball at you. And then they're going to maybe have some wing formations where they're going to try to really get some misdirection plays. And if you're not, as a defense, disciplined and playing your reads, they can hit you for some big plays. And that's kind of what they're going to do. And if they can establish a run, they've got a kid, he's a freshman quarterback that's kind of taken over the reins at that position. He can chunk it down the field and get some big chunk yardage that way too. Defensively, they'll have like a 4-3-4 defense that
I think they're going to try to – they've got some big old boys
They
up
do.
front, and they're going to try to really stop the run with those 4 guys and then drop into pass protect or, drop into coverage and really slow the Cashion Wildcats offense down. Now, when you got Caden Harrell in the backfield, it kind of levels that out. We'll see if they have to adjust and try to bring more people up to stop that run. And then from there, Coach Shackelford can kind of, let those guys loose out on the edge and let Ben throw the ball. But it's going to, if I was the Buccaneers, I'd come in saying, guys, let's pile up and stop this crazy run attack that they have and really challenge my secondary and some of those linebackers and say, guys, they're going to try to throw the ball. Let's try to, don't let them get the big play.
Yep.
That's what I would do if I was them.
Yep.
That's easier said than done, though.
Yeah, it's been kind of weird. You'd think where a lot of teams would be opening up the playbook. The air raid's been so popular for the last 20 years. Teams throwing it around. All we've seen, it seems like, in district play and across the board has been,
lots of run
single wing, double wing,
Yep.
I formation, and really trying to get 3 yards, 3.5 yards every play. It's been pretty interesting. And Ringling, they were able to ride that in an unbelievable defense to a state championship last year. So,
Yep.
Certainly something to think about. For Cashion, last week was a cold night. I went back and watched, and I was still cold watching.
My
the
lips
replay
are
on
still
that one.
chapped from that deal.
But
Woo.
in terms
Cold.
of Cashion is able to take what was a 7-7 game in the first quarter, I believe, at one point. Scored, I think, 44 straight or so. They were able to win out 53-7 and move to 8-0 over Oklahoma Bible Academy. Ben Harmon, 12 for 19 for 226, 5 touchdowns to 4 different receivers. It was a great night for him for sure. Caden Harrell. He 9 carries for ridiculous 151 yards and 3 touchdowns. The kid is just absolutely tearing it up. And leading receiver Mason Manning, 5 receptions for 78. Not to mention Brexton Green had 229 all-purpose yards, had a couple big kickoff returns, etc. Had another touchdown, 2 touchdowns for himself. And Justice Broadbent, we've seen him week after coming back after that hurt foot, ankle, is able to chip in at about another 9 total tackles.
And that was only in the first half. I don't think he
exactly
suited
right.
out the second half.
Absolutely. And so from a standpoint, Cashion again moves to 8-0. Big week of practice, but certainly, for me, as we take a look at the stats for the team last week, 9 for 64 on the penalties. I think 6 of those were in the first quarter, in the first 5 minutes alone. That's something that, we definitely have harped on all season, and even last year. The defense continues to bail out the Cashion Wildcats with these penalties. Offense is able to convert 3rd and 24s into touchdowns. At some point, we're going to have to definitely get that cleaned up.
Yeah, that's one of the things all season long and last year too, was we had those penalties and it was something that lingered all season long. But the one good thing about this year that when we played that close game with that Stillwater JV team, they were disciplined. They did what they needed to do to get that win. But I want to see them do that in a game like today, where you come out. It's a different environment. Get out here and be disciplined, and let's cut down on those penalties.
Absolutely. So let's do a quick shout out to our sponsors. We can't do this without you guys. We appreciate it. Obviously, big thanks out to Sammy Jackson and Coach Hardaway and Shaq, our administration, our board, allowing us to do this. We had the Tonkawa radio guy saying, hey, tell me a little bit more about Squirtle. And I was like, man, talk to your guy, Adam Dieselhorse and Corey Rogers. They'll hook you up. But, yeah, it's a great service. But we love all of our advertisers and sponsors, Cashion First Baptist Church, Shape Up Fitness, Rural Pest Solutions, Jesse McCracken, all the great folks over at Community State Bank and Cashion, of course, in Hennessy and Dover, Pioneer Electric, Blue Ribbon Construction, my man, Legacy Insurance, Gibson Legacy Insurance.
We're here.
You, Chris. Todd Miller and Todd Miller Design Company, Maple Nix and Diesel Horse Sports Orthopedics, Absolute Pools and Lawns, Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree. The Ogletree family is so fantastic there in the Cashion community. Intrust Insurance Agency, Water Heater Man, the Farrow family out there, Christy Perry, Attorney at Law, Coffee Creek Church, and, of course, Gateway Realty. We've got Anita and Kelly out there taking care of you. So we can't do it without our sponsors. We really appreciate it. And so with that, we'll go to a quick commercial. Be right back here in a couple seconds. As I'm sorry. Did I say Cashion First Baptist?
Oh, my
Church?
bad.
Yeah, this first, I don't know. Pastor Greg.
I didn't want
he'll come
Greg
out
to get
and-
mad at us.
He'll knock me over. We'll do a little sumo wrestling. But nonetheless, we'll go to a commercial. Be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV live from Edmond, Santa Fe.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Edmond, Santa Fe.
We're good.
Your Cashion Wildcats will be taking on the Tonkawa Bucks. I'm Neiman Bobby. In the booth with me is Chris Gibson, and it's Joe Exotic style today on Halloween. Chris didn't get the memo. It's okay. I was dressing up for my daughter's softball game. We were in a softball tournament. We got to dress up, so decided to keep it going. Got to keep the stash
I love
going.
it. I love the enthusiasm and just buying in. Wildcat King.
100% every time. There's no halfway. There's no in between. So nonetheless, we're super blessed to be playing today, right? We weren't sure we were going to have football, but we're super glad. So we broke down the Bucks a little bit. We talked about a little bit of last week with the Cashion Wildcats. What are some of the key things to look out for today for our game? Teach us,
Well,
wise one.
Just a few players to watch for Tonkawa. First of all, offensively, what number did we watch last week all the time? Number five. This week we're going to watch a number 5 again.
He's almost like his twin brother. They
Yeah,
literally like call each other. What to wear.
Watching the film on this game, he reminded me so much of that player that I was like, well, we're going to see the ball in his hands a ton. His name, it's number 5. He's 5'9", 163-pound senior, Tristan Burdix. We're going to see the ball in his hands a lot tonight. He'll line up at tailback and run with the speed and power behind the Buccaneer line. And the kid, watching film on him, he's got great vision. He can see the hole, and when he does, he's got the quickness to get through there and pick up yards quick. Defensively, we're going to watch for number 72. He's 6'3", 266-pound junior, Dante Mendoza. Mendoza is a load up front and has enough quickness, strength. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to do a little national anthem.
All right, God bless America, the greatest country, the entire galaxy and universe. We always take the time to to honor this great country. Don't let them tell you that it's terrible. It's a great place to live, still the greatest place in the world. And it's fantastic that we have the chance and the freedoms that we do here for a guy like me to dress up like Joe Exotic on Halloween and broadcast a streaming service for football. God, it's American dream.
Gotta love it.
So keep breaking it down for us, Chris.
So defensively, I was talking about Dante Mendoza. He's 6'3", 266 pounds. He's number 72. He's going to be up on that front line. There's a couple of those kids that are big boys, but, man, he is going to really be the kid to watch for the Buccaneers up front because he's so big, strong. He's going to be able to kind of push kids around, and I'm excited to see how we game plan against that front line of the Buccaneers.
So, Chris, I also had 5 as the twinsy, the twinkle boy of Jet Cheatham from OBA,
Yep.
and 62 definitely stood out for me. In terms of for keys of the game, key opportunities for Cashion, what do those look like for us today?
Yeah, Cashion's keys to the game offensively will be for the big boys up front to really control that line of scrimmage, create lanes for Cashion's running backs to really move the ball on the ground. And then once that happens, the Buccaneers are going to try to load up and stop that run. Then we'll be able to let Ben, Coach Shackelford, to let Ben and them boys air it out a little bit. Defensively, the keys to today will be, stay home, stay disciplined. They'll try to get teams moving one way and hit them with a big misdirection play. Another way to combat that is for the 3 boys up front to really use their speed and quickness and get through the line and really disrupt any of that before it even starts. So I'm excited to see, I think really where the key to this game lies in that front line in the trenches.
Always in the trenches.
And today I'm excited to see how the boys step up and go against some big boys up front.
Do you see Coach Wood blitzing a lot today with an offense that's ground-oriented, or is he going to stay kind of conservative and lane assignment?
I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to play that very disciplined defense, and he's going to want them to be in the gaps that the front lines are going to kind of create. Let those gaps open up, hit the gap hard, because everybody's going to have to be in their spot so those big misdirection plays don't happen. Fantastic.
Well, we've got a good one. We've got about 6 minutes left on the clock. I'm going to take off the stash and the wig.
Leave it on.
No.
Do it.
No, can't do it. But I hope you guys were entertained. You're always entertained. We love you joining us on Facebook, on Twitter, texting us. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. Sometimes you hit us up on Facebook Messenger. Love it. Keep talking. Let us know what's going on. If something's out, not working. We are a community-based, web-based streaming service, and we can't do it without the village.
That's right.
So, again, hit us up. Let us know what's working well, what's not. And definitely, we're super happy and excited that you've joined us here today. It looks like we've got Terrell Frazee. Frazee and Kastner and Waswo and Stockton wanted me to give a shout-out to
Made
them.
the trip.
They made the trip. They got their vests. They asked me, do we need to bring sticks? I said, I think they have sticks at Santa Fe. I don't know. I think we'll be okay. But nonetheless, again, an all-state crew, traditionally all-state crew. We do a great job of running the sticks, and I say that as a former stick alum. Ran the box. But nonetheless,
most important
we're
stick.
Super excited. We do have quite a few folks. I know, I'm not going to beef on Edmond Santa Fe, but this home side's looking pretty good. I think we've done a good job for a little Class A football team with 865 people in town. We've got the captains coming out on the field. We'll go to a quick timeout. As they come to the middle, we'll announce the officials, and we'll get the call here on Cashion Wildcat TV. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Chris and Nima and I. We'll see you in about 2 seconds.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211. For 31 years.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV live from Edmond, Santa Fe as your 8-0 Cashion Wildcats take on the 6-1 Tonkawa Bucks led by Mike Kirtley. Captains are coming out in the field for the Cashion Wildcats looking in. They're going maroon, maroon, black, maroon helmets, white paw, maroon tops, black pants. We've got senior Caden Harrell, number 9, senior Jacob Farrow, number 34, senior lineman 50, Colton Southall, senior number 10, Brexton Green, and senior number 57, Kyler George, coming out to the middle of the field, along with referee Danny Is that Gache? Danny Gache? Gaches. Coming out with Danny is Jacob Farrow. Meeting him is number 5, the guy that we talked about, Tristan Burdick, running back, senior 5'9", 163 for the Tonkawa Bucks. Bucks in a black helmet, white tops with black and orange numerals and lettering, black pants. There he's joined out there by, looks like, number 12. We're going to guess on some of these numbers. Number 12, I'm getting Fire Shaker Davis, 5'8", 140 wide receiver. Number 50, what do you got there, boss? 57?
57.
Number 57, Gabe Summers, senior, 6'3", 141. Number 64, Dalton Harris, another senior, 5'8", 185 defensive lineman, offensive lineman. And number 53, another senior, Clay Massey, 5'11", 165 offensive lineman. It looks like... Did we win the toss? Looks like we did win the toss. So Danny Getches let us know that Cashion won the toss, and of course, in pure Lynn Shackelford form, he receives the toss. We'll be working from north to south, and we'll be receiving it. So, partner, we are about minute 49. We can't have a broadcast without your absolute unbelievable prediction. So, what you got for the score tonight?
You know, I'm talking up the big boys up front for Tonkawa. But, man, I really think if they're going to their game plan is going to try to stop the run, we're going to move up and down the field with ease tonight. So, and our defense, we've talked about it game in and game out, how good they are getting, and they're finally getting healthy. So, tonight, with that said, I think this afternoon, I think it's going to be Cashion 53, Tonkawa 13.
53-13. And with that, as the Cashion Wildcats are in the field, I get the Sharpie out. I've written it down, not pencil. It's sharp, not even a pen. It is Sharpie.
Put it down.
My man Chris Gibson, always spot on. And certainly, we always talk about if you like betting lines, if you like to go to Las Vegas, if there was a high school line, this would be the guy that you'd call on his hotline. 53-13, I love it. I'd love to see it. And so with that, the Cashion Wildcats do come out on the field and led by their man Lynn Shackelford, who's got a gajillion wins, certainly doing well. I think Cashion has not lost, I don't want to jinx this, but it's been 3 years going regular season.
Yep.
And certainly this senior crew has seen a lot of victories during the regular season. So it's been a great day, great afternoon of football here as we get ready for kickoff. Joining Danny Getches at referee will be umpire Jet Williamson. We've also got linesman Dale Anderson, line judge Nathan McPhee, back judge, our favorite guy, back judge, right, with the interference calls, Gene Carroll. We really appreciate them, and again, as Chris always does, he makes sure that he reminds us we can't do this without our officials. We're super grateful and love to see them. I know a lot of times that we get on the officials, but it's out all love and homerism for Cashion Wildcats. Certainly.
You can disagree and still appreciate someone.
I disagree pretty heavily there. And I kind of stay on that topic for a while. But nonetheless, Cashion out there kicking off. We'll be receiving our man, senior Brexton Green, as well as Logan Lagasse and junior Mason Manning back out there. Wide receivers and talent galore. Kicking off the Tonkawa Bucks is number 68, Brendan Okoa, junior, 6', 175. I hope that's his name. Certainly like to see that name pronounced correctly, especially with one like mine, Nababi. So it is a home game, but we're on the road out at Edmond, Santa Fe, here on the field turf with power. And we've got kickoff coming any second. We do have a little bit of a wind. It's coming out of the south, which is probably pretty stiff, about 15 miles. Do you think the wind will be an issue for us?
No, I don't. It's not. It's blowing a little bit, but man, when you're getting out there playing, I don't think it's going to be enough to really dictate anything in this game.
Woo! Onside went through the hands of Jackson Vandruff. bounce around with Justice Broadbent. It looks like Justice was able to capture that in, and so nice job by the Cashion kickoff team to get that ball right around the 41-yard line as they'll be starting off 1st down and 10.
So I always get on Cashion football facts and on Twitter and just kind of look at some of the cool things from years before against teams. This is actually the first meeting ever between Cashion and Tonkawa.
Goodness. Well, history's being made. Cashion, jumbo tight end set. Caden Harrell next to Ben Harmon. Showing the house for Braxton Green on a jet sweep. He's got blockers out in front, cuts it up inside the lane, pulls the shoulder down, and looks like he's able to get a nice solid gain there on 1st down, about 7 yards.
Yeah, great job by was it Jacob Farrow and Mason Manning out there? Maybe it's just Mason Manning and whoever the wideout was out over there, getting that good block. Braxton was just very patient, got out there. Once they got that block, just turned it up and got those 8-9 yards on 1st down.
And if you guys are having technical difficulties, make sure and text my man Chris. It may be a little bit choppy. We'll look at our internet signal. But we've got the Himalayas deep Wildcat with Caden Harrell. 2nd down and short, about 3. Snap, give to the left. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he's going to lose to, looks like the outside linebacker was able to come in and make the stop on Caden Harrell. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah. That outside linebacker, I think, is number 30. I think he came up and made that tackle. And watching film on him, he will come up and pop a guy.
Well, that's offside. They got to throw it. So Cashion with the, I don't know if it was a silent count or what you had, but it was able to draw. Looks like it was at number 68. I think it may have been number 60. Yes, it was number 68. That would be
59 on that other side over there, I think, is the one that jumped. Yep. I think
so,
both of those.
With the mark-off, that'll be now 1st down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats, now in Bucks territory, right around the 48. So Cashion's got trips right. Lagasse by himself up top. We'll see that match up. Caden Hill to the right of Ben Harmon. Snap. Look to pass. Screen to Braxton Green. The blocking's there. Let's go. Green with a cut. Breaks a tackle. All the way down the sideline. The 25-20. Does he have enough speed? No. Pushed out by number 8. Jake Randall, but not after a huge gain on 1st down for Braxton Green on the screen pass from Ben Harmon.
Yeah, the defensive backs over here did a good job of coming up and trying to make the tackle, but Braxton was so good using his blockers to get back inside and get up the field before they could get to him.
Caden Hale breaks a couple tackles to the 5, cuts it in, touchdown! Cashion Wildcats! Caden Hale, the Moose is loose! 14-yard touchdown! Cashion scores 1st here in district play, looking to crown a number 1 team here after the end of the day.
Yeah, Caden Harrell that time just got the ball. There was tons of room. There was a couple different ways he could kind of go there, and he saw a path to the end zone, put his head down, and once he gets rolling, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Woo, just like that. About a 2-minute drive here, a 1:50 drive here for the Cashion Wildcats. Move it down about 60 yards. Christensen on with the hold from Green. Kick is up, and it is good. And your Cashion Wildcats here on CWTV, powered by Squirtle, go up 7-0 over the visiting Tonkawa Bucks here in a battle of top 10 teams here in District A3.
Yeah, great opening drive. Just come out and pretty much do whatever we wanted to. The one play that didn't go our way was a little run play that got over there. A kid come up and made a good play, but other than that, it was 10, 15, 20 yards every single time we touched the ball.
So Cashion will be coming out to kick off. Our man Lance Christensen, the doctor. The doctor is in. He's able to get that extra point. Coming out, Cashion will be kicking into the wind. I don't know if that will affect Coach Wood's special teams here, but certainly we've seen a mix of different types of kicks from Christensen. Deep for the Tonkawa Bucks, we've got number 5, Tristan Burdick, as well as number 15, Peyton Keith, freshman, 5'6", 150. Up backs are number 8, Jake Randall. We'll get a number on somebody else here. So Christensen out for the kick right around the 40. He's going to take a middle kick. I expect a high onside here. Looking to get it up to number 8, Jake Randall, who's sitting around the 25. Ball falls off the tee. Video looks a little choppy. I'm not sure if we've got a signal issue or not. I'll move it right here. Let's see if that changes things for us. Christensen out with the kick. High onside, it absolutely is that. Right around the 30. It'll be caught. Met immediately by Jacob Farrow. Guess who? A little extra effort there by Max Brown. Number 6 on the kick, Nathan Anderson, senior. And looks like Tonkawa will be taking over on their first series, first possession of the game, right around the 31.
Yeah, Nathan Anderson came up there and caught that with his fingertips. If he would have dropped that ball, boy, it would have been a great opportunity right there for the Wildcats.
Cashion and Coach Wood coming out in their standard. Well, it looks like we got a 4-man front here to go against this run. Jackson Vandruff on the edge, Maroney. We've got Wilson as well as Kyler George on that front 4. Power eye look. Morgan's got the snap. He'll give to number 5 and met right in the hole. I think he tripped over. I'm not sure who that was. Is that was Nick Nababi in there. Took on the blocker, took in the lane, and took the gap and took down number 5, Tristan Burdick, for a short gain of about 1.
And that's how Cashion's defense is going to be successful. Nick right there filled that hole, went there, knew the ball was going to be there, made the tackle. If you go back and watch that play, you watch Jacob Farrow, he was in the other gap. He was ready for that cutback or that misdirection. He was there to make that tackle. It's going to take that all game long to keep them from having any big games in that misdirection.
Toss sweep to the right, out to the edge. Justice Broadbent there, Lagasse there, misses the tackle. Broadbent chases it down. Nice work there by number 5, Tristan Burdick, turning on the Jets for a big first down for Tonkawa.
Yeah, and that time just got on the edge out there and had some good seal blocks. They've got some big boys out there. If they can get out there on that reach block and get the edge, number 5, we talked about him in pregame, Tristan Burdick. He's quick enough to get out there and chop up some yards pretty quick.
Yeah, nice. He broke that. Now he dropped that shoulder in. He's, the kid's looks like 5'9", 163. Dropped that shoulder in Lagasse and broke that tackle. So Tonkawa getting a first down of the game, right around the 49 midfield. Morgan under center, I formations. He'll give it back to number 5. He falls down. That'll be maybe a loss of about 6 inches as Tristan Burdick was trying to cut back as the lane was collapsing quickly.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays right there. They're going to have lots of pulling. If you watch number 31, you watch number, I think, 62, they're going to be pulling across that line all game long, trying to kick out defensive ends, try to really spring those kids up inside, and then what they'll do is they'll come back with a counter and hit the other side with somebody else pulling the other way.
It's always about numbers. Single back set. Morgan snap, toss sweep out to the right. We've got Farrow out there. Nice job by Jacob Farrow getting to Burdick. He didn't have a chance on that outside run, and he'll bring up 3rd down and long here with about 8:17 in the first quarter.
Now, that was a good job by the boys up front. Jackson Vandruff, he may not have made the tackle, but he stretched that run out where he couldn't get around that corner and gave Farrow enough time to get out there and make that sure tackle.
One thing you can always depend on Coach Wood. You might get a play or two on him, but he's going to make the adjustments. So with that, it's 3rd down and 11 from the 48 on Tonkawa's side. I don't know if this is a pass play or not for Ryan Morgan, freshman quarterback. He'll roll out. He's looking deep. Nothing there. He'll look short, and it's covered up really well. Not too impressed there with that roll to the left. Rollout, maybe to the right, he might be a little bit better. And with that incompletion falling to the ground, intended receiver, I believe, was number 6, Nathan Anderson. And it'll bring up 4th down and 11, and definitely punt situation for the Tonkawa Bucks.
Yeah, and that's something that they will utilize is that bootleg. The kid's got some speed, and he'll get out there, and he will make a few passes. Like you said, when you're rolling out to your left, it's a little harder to turn your body and get that good throw in. Watch him going to the right.
So 68 was able to get the punt. What a punt with the wind. It's going to roll and roll. Let's see if it gets in the end zone. It sure does. Wow. So Brendan Okoa Jr. fumbled high snap, but with about a 15-mile-per-hour wind was able to get a running start and get that off and fortunately for the Cashion Wildcats, a huge roll into the end zone where they'll take over 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think special teams there was going to kind of set up for a punt return and didn't really have anybody coming to get back there and take advantage of that high snap. And, man, for him to get that ball, run backwards, get the ball, and then punt it that far, give credit to that kid and using that wind to his advantage.
Snap to Harmon. He'll look to pass. He's got Manning in the hitch. He'll cut it outside. Breaks the first tackle. Cuts it back in. Probably should have just kept running, but nice pitch and catch from Harmon to Manning, and it'll work its way all the way out to about, looks like the 27-yard line. It'll bring up second down in about 3 or 4. Here about 7:15 left in the first quarter.
Gain of 7 yards, second down and 3.
Cashion now going with the double tight end set. Actually, triple tight end set if you want to be exact. We've got Nick Nabavi on one edge and 2 other on the other. Snap, give to Harrell. He tries to cut back, breaks a tackle, fumble on the play. Was he able to get it back?
Nope.
Fortunately, he was. Goodness gracious. So you said it, partner. They're keying off of Harrell. Pass play is open. The passing game is open as they try to put all hands on deck to stop number 9.
Yeah, they're going to load up and try to stop him and make somebody else beat him. I mean, and I don't blame them. That's kind of what, like I said, when you got to pick your poison, I'm going to try to stop him because he's one of the best running backs in the state.
Well, there's a face mask, no call. Caden Harrell stops short. No call on the play. Caden Harrell looks like he's grabbing his ankle. It'll be 4th down and 1. I got to guess Coach Shack is going to trust Coach Wood's defense and as well as his offensive line. He's going to go for it, and sure enough, he does. 4th down and 1, right around the 29. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Try to draw him off sides. He's going to get the call out there. 5:56 running clock. It looks like Coach Kirtley said, no, we're going to think about this one. So he's going to call a timeout as Caden Harrell had shifted into the offset side. So with that, we'll go to a quick timeout as your Cashion Wildcats are up 7-0 here. 5:52 left in the first quarter.
And counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC. Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and...
All right, welcome back. 4th down and 1. Cashion Wildcats looking to go for it. We've got Braxton Green actually now in the deep pistol. Nobody deep for the Bucks. They're expecting run. It is Green. He'll cut it up. Bulls over the first down. Great physical run there by Braxton Green. Gets it all the way out to the 35. Definitely want to take a look at Caden Harrell. He looks like he's okay. He's just kind of on the sideline there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he probably twisted that ankle a little bit. He's sitting there in Coach's ear saying, hey, I'm ready. But, man, it's one of those things. If that's a lingering injury, you want to kind of make sure it's okay before you get back out there in the game.
Definitely a big piece of middle linebacker. Another give to Braxton Green, right side, showing a little bit of speed, power. Bowls over the corner to safety there, number 5, Tristan Burdick, and gets it all the way out. Nice carry, about 6 or 7 yards out to the 41-yard line. 5:15 running clock here in the first quarter. Cashion in that deep pistol again. Braxton Green staying in the backfield. Snap. Roll out to Harmon to the left. He's got a bunch of receivers. Sees Farrow, got the 50. Nice catch. Farrow had Nabavi. He had Manning. He had Farrow running across. And Farrow now comes up limping a little bit as he probably takes a shot to the thigh.
Yeah, that time Ben was on that rollout, and he had, he had 3 kids to choose from who to throw to. Great catch, and man, he got just turned upside down right there on that. I think he got hit right in that thigh pad.
So 1st down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats. Harmon to Green on the hitch. Green trying to get the outside. He's got a block. Got another block on the Bobby to the 30, 25, inbound, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats, as our man Braxton Green goes 48 yards for touchdown number 2 for the Cashion Wildcats. Christensen with the extra point is good. And as we walk through some technical difficulties, there's always something, Chris, that we got going on here in our broadcast. And just like that, it's your
Can't be easy, Nima.
Cashion Wildcats with the extra point go up 14-0 on a huge pass play. Actually, it was a short pass. It was a hitch to Green, and it was all Braxton Green, the senior leader, offense, defense, with his legs, working it all the way down, broke a few tackles, was able to get the score in on a nice 42-yard pass play and touchdown as your Cashion Wildcats go up 14-0 here with 4:14 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I went back and watched that. I was dealing with some power issues. It goes par for the course for this this week. But I went back and watched the replay, and man, Nick Nabavi, Mason Manning, with their blocking out there, I mean, if a kid can have those blockers out there with the speed and the agility that Braxton has, he is going to tear it up on the edge today.
Yeah, that's a lot of beef out there on the edge. Manning comes in right around 190. I think Nabavi as well. So it's a lot of beef and muscle out there for some of those corners and safeties trying to come up and make that stop. So kicking off is the Cashion Wildcats for the third time. Ball falls off. Actually, second time. The electric. So deep for the Tonkawa Bucks. We've got Tristan Burdick, Peyton Keith, number 8, Jake Randall, the junior. He got it last time on the edge. Actually, number 6, I apologize, Nathan Anderson. It goes to Anderson again. High onside. It'll land inbounds. He pitches it in. It's in. That is a great individual play by Max Brown. It should stand.
He was not out of bounds.
He was inbounds.
Oh,
they're going to say illegal touch by, I don't know if that, they're going to say it went out of bounds on the touch. Wow. The speedster sophomore Max Brown hustling down. Nathan Anderson let it bounce, thinking it was going to go out of bounds.
The ball checked up. He jumped before he went out of bounds, caught it, threw it behind his back into the field of play, and it should have been Cashion football.
It should be, and I think they're going to talk about it right here.
Nope, they're going to move him back and let them have the ball. I guess he thought that Max was out of bounds before he jumped because the ball didn't go out of bounds.
We had a they said
it went out of bounds. The ball didn't go out of bounds. The ball hit inbounds, checked up perfectly, and Max was there, Johnny on the spot to grab it and throw it back in. Man, you want to see a kid rewarded whenever he hustles down like that.
So, unfortunately, it will not be a Cashion ball. 4:14 here in the first quarter. Tonka will take over right at the 35. I formation, give up the middle to number 1. That is Jaden Guzman, the sophomore, 5'8", 195. He's a bowling ball. He gets about 3 yards on that carry, right around to about the 38-yard line. He'll bring up second down and 7. You know, the key is, as you offered up, is, you know, if we can keep Tonkawa in second and third and long, you know, it's going to be a tough situation for that freshman quarterback to try to make a deep pass. His favorite target is number 6, Nathan Anderson, coming across on that crossing route. Cashion in that now back in a 3-man front. Single back set. Morgan back. He'll hand it off. He'll keep it. He's looking to pass. He's got something across the middle. Short sit to an intended receiver, Jake Randall. That's what happens when you try to throw really, really hard. You kind of aim it down a little bit. And so the incompletion will bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Tonkawa Bucks.
But that play right there, I mean, number 30 was streaking down the middle of the field and crossed Brexton's face. I don't care if that ball's over there. Somebody else is going to get that area. Brexton's got to turn and run, and do not let that guy get behind. I saw too many times in film when that quarterback, he's got an arm on him, a guy streaking down just like that, got behind the safety for touchdowns 2 or 3 times in the last couple games.
So a 3rd and long, looking for number 5, maybe a trick play with Tristan Burdick. Blitz is on. Nabavi under pressure, looking to get him. Throws it out, tipped and dropped. Great job by Nabavi throwing the pressure. Intended receiver was Tristan Burdick out of the flats, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7. And I cannot believe Tonkawa's throwing the ball and stopping the clock in this situation. Already down 14-0 in the first quarter.
Well, they're just trying to get anything down the field. They just don't think, I guess they don't think they can get around that edge. the very first drive, the best play they've had all game was to try to get on that edge and get number 5 with his speed out there. And he's a tough kid that can pull up there and make some plays, and just haven't gone back to it yet.
Brendan Brexton lets it go roll in the end zone, sir. It sure does. Brendan Okoa Jr. is putting on a punting clinic here for the Tonkawa Bucks. Huge punt, about a 60-yard punt, goes into the end zone. Well, Cashion will take over right around the 20-yard line. Nice job there by the junior for the Bucks. So with 3:13, Cashion up 14-0 here on Cashion Wildcat TV, powered by Squirtle. Cashion will be taking over their third possession of the game. Empty backfield, 5 receivers for Harmon. It's either going to be a Ben Harmon keeper or a pass.
I want to see Brexton just streak right down the hash and let Ben lay it out to him for a touchdown.
No safety help, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Harmon running for his life, finds some space, makes another move, breaks it to, oh my gosh, that's helmet to helmet.
Huge hit.
So big hit by the Tonkawa Buck, using the crown of his helmet to hit Ben Harmon. Ben shakes it off, says, no biggie, big boy. It's 2nd down and 1 right around the 29. Great job there by Harmon, but just like you said, you had Brexton Green streaking down the lane. That'll be open down the road.
Yep.
Empty backfield again. Coach Shackelford mixing up the looks quite a bit. See what the Bucks do here. Snap, Harmon back to pass. Manning it on the sideline route. Cuts back, nice move. Back inside. Great job there by Max Brown in coverage. Little flop there by number 6. Nathan Anderson, I don't think that's going to get called since they don't call the face mask. And so with that, nice little pitch and catch from Harmon and Manning. That's a 1st down for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, right there, Manning. A lot of times he'll take that ball right there all the way back inside and go score touchdowns. He must have saw somebody coming in there where he just turned it up, but he got that 1st down, and he knows that's the important part of that play right there.
So with a 2-man front, in essence, 4-man front, blitz showing for the Bucks. Max Brown will come back, sophomore, left of Harmon. Snap, fake, screen, pass to Brexton Green, and he drops it wide open. He was looking for 6 right there.
Yep. Right there, when you have that quick slant and he knows there's not a safety, he's thinking catch the ball, turn it up, and just beat everybody to the end zone. And you got to catch it before you can run.
And that's exactly what happened there for the senior, sure-handed Brexton Green. So looks like Legatz will come out. Caden Harrell, the deep pistol now. Double tight end, triple tight end set there. With Nabavi, Vandruff, and looks like Farrow. Snap. Give to Harrell up the middle. Chews up a few yards. He stops short. They loaded the box. They were expecting it, and gets about 2 on that third. And I'll bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Cashion Wildcats, right around the 39.
Yeah, and I think Coach Shackelford right there, he probably put Caden back in there, said, hey, let's give it to you up the middle, see how you feel, and then if you feel good, let's ride you on down the field.
Minute 31 here in the first quarter. Actually, a pretty quick first quarter, I guess. Cashion Wildcats up 14-0. Staying in that double, triple tight end set, jumbo line. Harmon looked to hitch to Manning with the catch, inbounds, works back. Looks like he gets all the way out to about the 44-yard line, gain of about 4 or 5. And I'll bring up 4th down for the Cashion Wildcats. No decision here. I know Shaq will be going for it.
Yeah, you're almost to midfield. Our defense has not let them really move the ball at all. He's going to try to get this 1st down, go score, and go up 3 touchdowns in the first quarter.
I fully expect a hard run here by Caden Harrell, and I'm sure the Bucks are expecting that as well. Deep pistol. No safety help. Everyone within about 3 or 4 yards of the line for the Bucks. Sweep to Green. He'll get to the outside, looking for a block. Gets a move. Stiffs arm Morgan. Nice job there by the freshman quarterback and linebacker. He's able to get Green. And, that's a situation where I think Brexton should have just ran it. Just kept running to the sideline, and he probably would have had a better chance of getting the first. But with that, it'll be a turnover of downs. Nice job there by the Bucks defense. Mike Kirtley and his team bowing back up, and they'll have the ball 1st down and 10 at the Cashion 43.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I talked about it before this game. These boys, they've been there. They've done this. A lot of these kids were probably on that state championship team. They're not going to lay down just because they went down 14-0. They're going to come out and fight and try to get a touchdown here.
High formation give up the middle. Nothing there. Looks like Camden Maroney and a bunch of other Cashion Wildcats after about a gain of 1 or 2 for Tristan Burdick.
Yeah, good job by Camden Maroney up front. You know, that boy right there, he's impressed me this season with how he just gets in there, fights tooth and nail, and just disrupts a defense. When you have a guy at the nose guard position or in that front line right there, we've moved up to have that four-man front that can get back there and kind of disrupt what guys are doing in the backfield even. Man, that just helps our linebackers. It just opens things for them to where they can just have so much success.
So with that, it's the end of the first quarter. We're Cashion Wildcats here on CWTV, powered by Squirter, up 14-0 against the visiting Tonkawa Bucks. We'll go to a quick timeout. Be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV.
Other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
Hey, it's Chris here. The Cashion Wildcats have a legacy of success. Hard work and being prepared is how that legacy is protected. Home, auto, business, or life, the agents at Gibson Legacy Insurance will do the hard work to make sure you are prepared and your legacy is protected. Call or text me today at 405-283-3947 for your free insurance quotes. Go Wildcats!
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC Metro and surrounding towns.
All right, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe as your Cashion Wildcats start second quarter play up 14-0. Tonkawa Bucks, second and down in about 8. Give up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Nice job there by number 5, the senior Tristan Burdick. Broke a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not who sure that was, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, good hard run right up the middle, and that's what I was talking about with this kid. He's a good hard runner, and if he sees a hole, he will go. And, man, Braxton came up there to make the tackle, and he didn't shy away. He will take it to the defender, and we've already seen it once when he got out there on that edge. And took it to Landon and got, broke that tackle and busted for that big gain.
Cashion with a 5-man front. I formation. Looks like we've got, I don't know what we've got here. We've got either a false start. Has to be. I'm not sure what he's going to call. So it is a false start there. The center may have moved his hand, or somebody must have shuffled there. So our man Danny Gatchaz with the call. We'll mark it back 5, and I'll bring up first down and 15. From the Cashion 36-yard line. It's like Danny Gatchaz was pointing at somebody at the line.
Well, it looked like 59, the right guard, I think, kind of leaned up and came back up, and that's the only thing I could really see.
So first down and 15, Tonkawa in I formation. Morgan, he'll hand off to 5. He'll look for a lane. He's got a lane, breaks a couple tackles, still running on his feet. Strong run there by Tristan Burdick. Cashion just coming out with their hands, expecting to get a tackle, and it's not working.
Yeah,
that's a great run there on first down to get back a lot of that penalty and more.
Yeah, Tonkawa on that left side, they pretty much just crashed everybody down, pulled the guard and tackle from the right side, and just had that power going around that corner. And, man, those big, beefy boys got up there and bulldozed a lane for the running back. And, yeah, you got to come up, pop those guys, and then come in and wrap up and make good tackles.
Second and 4, 10:38 here in the second quarter. The Bucks driving in Cashion territory at the 25. Morgan will give. There it is. Nice job there by Kyler George on basically the crash. We also had Mason Manning on the blitz. Is that Braxton Green on the blitz? And that'll be a short gain. It'll bring up third down and short. Definitely 4-down territory for the Bucks. It'll be important for Coach Wood's team to bow up here and get a TFL or at least a tackle right at the line. Good job there by Kyler George working all the way across the line to make that play. We got Colton Southall, Kyler George, Camden Maroney, 2 sophomores on the left with Jackson Dandruff. Third down and 2 from the 23, 9:56.
Hey, make sure you're centered.
Quarterback Morgan up the middle. Fumbles the ball. You got a return. It will be a fumble. Mason Manning looking to get to the outside, cuts back in, works across the middle, still on his feet. Eventually tackled by number 72, throw the flag. A little extra effort there. Jump play by the Bucks. We do have a penalty, might be a block in the back or a hold, but nonetheless we do have a fumble as Ryan Morgan, the freshman, was working on the quarterback's knee to get extra yardage. Reached out. I don't know who popped it out.
Well, Nick Nabavi had him wrapped up and slinging him to the ground. And like you said, Nick had him kind of wrapped up around the ball, and he tried to get the ball out. And as he did, it just popped right out and went rolling, and Mason Manning was there to pick it up and get the big return.
So with 9:33, Cashion does get the ball. We do have a penalty on the Cashion Wildcats, go figure. And that'll move the huge return from Mason Manning, which would have been at the Bucks 35, all the way back to the Cashion side of the field, right around the 41. But nonetheless, it's 1st down and 10 on the turnover. Cashion defense stingy. Ryan Morgan, the freshman, he'll learn from that, I know. A lot of extracurricular activity not called, and you need to watch number 72. I'm not sure what the penalty was. We're watching a little instant replay here. We can't show it to you, but we're watching. So high formation, deep pistol for Harmon. He looks to pass. Going deep. He's got Legas going. No pass interference call. Basically grabbed him.
I mean,
like the back judge, my man Gene Carroll, said, you know what, you can grab him by the shoulder pads.
I mean, the kid got.
Legas has got to go up and get that.
Yeah, the kid just got toasted down the sideline, and pretty much, if Landon was able to just keep his stride, would have caught that ball. But, man, the kid pulled him back just enough where it just went over his shoulder, his fingertips.
So tough situation for the Wildcats, not getting the call. Harmon will keep it. He'll look right side, looking for a block, getting to the edge. And he's met there by number 5, Tristan Burdick, the senior safety, coming up, making the tackle for Harmon. Not sure it was a busted play on that. Loss of 2 will bring up 3rd down and long for the Cashion Wildcats, who seem a little bit disoriented here in the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, we came out in that first quarter just guns a-blazing, moving up and down the field like we wanted to. And then, like I said, these Buccaneers, they're not going to lay down. They're going to fight and try to stop us. And the boys need to, you know, you just saw a busted play. Get your head back right, execute, and go up and down the field.
Harmon with the screen pass to Green is looking for a block, gets it up, breaks a tackle. He's all the way up, pushed out of bounds at the 45. Nice job by there by Bryson Green, staying patient, finds the hole, is able to get all the way down into Bucks territory and be a 1st down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats.
Another great job by the boys out on the edge, the receivers out there just blocking and letting Brexton really have a chance, an opportunity to get out there and make those plays. Great individual effort by Brexton there to break that tackle and really bust it out for another, 5-10 yards.
Cashion in 2x2. Motion, give to Harrell. Left side, finds a hole, churning up, gets about 3 or 4. It's been tough sledding for Harrell today. They've been definitely getting after him. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 7 here with 8:26 in the second quarter.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we've seen a few teams have some success stopping Caden in the first quarter, first half a little bit. But as the game rolls on, as kids get tired and they start arm tackling, that's when Caden Harrell gets better because he can just run through that stuff. One kid's not going to bring him down at the end of the game.
2nd down and about 7. Back to pass is Harmon. Going deep across the middle. Braxton Green's there with the catch. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats. On a huge pass play, 45 yards from Harmon, stepping in the pocket. Safety took a chance. My man Braxton Green climbing the ladder, and he goes deep for touchdown number 3 for the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, Braxton, man. Well, Ben, I want to talk about Ben right there. I mean, he had pressure right in his face and stepped up to make that throw knowing he was going to get hammered and just threw a strike right over that safety, right into Braxton's hand for a touchdown.
I was on mute, so it doesn't matter, but the extra point is good for my man, the doctor. Christensen puts his 3rd extra point up, and then it's your Cashion Wildcats here on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle, up 21-0 on the visiting Tonkawa Bucks.
Well, we said they needed to execute, and I think they did that right there.
You know, they're selling out to stop the run. It's very clear.
Yep.
They're singling up. That should be open all day. I know we've had a couple of slants and a couple of hitches. I think Coach Shackelford's been kind of toying with them. Gone deep. Should have gotten the pass interference call, but it doesn't matter. Ben Harmon hooks it up big time for score number 3 to Braxton Green on a huge pass play. Gets the turnover, get the score, and what could have been 14-7 now is 21-0, cashing up big.
Yeah, and that's another play right there where, you know, we get down in distance and then we just have one big play that gets that chunk yardage. I want to see a good drive next time we get the ball where we just go right down the field, march down the field. I know, I love the big plays too, but I like to see those marching down the field touchdowns also.
I like them all, partner. I don't care how it happens.
As long as it's in our favor, I like
Absolutely.
a touchdown.
So Christensen now kicking with the wind from south to north from the 40. High onside. It's going to go to 20 over his head. It's going to roll. He's letting it go. Let's see if it stops. It sure does. He's going to have to get it. Tackle. Will that be a safety? It will be a safety. It should be a safety. It better be a safety. Danny Gatte bailing out number 5, Tristan Burdick. And they're going to get the ball at the 1. It should have been a safety for the Cashion Wildcats.
When you pick up the ball and you run backwards on your own accord and then get tackled into the end zone, that's a safety.
It better be on the inch line. Goodness gracious. Freshman number 15, Peyton Keith, lets it go. I'm not sure what's happening on the Tonkawa special teams, but that's been 2 close plays. Almost 2 turnovers, but I guess if there was a better case scenario, the best, you know, you get Tonkawa starting having to go 99.5 here with 7:51 left in the second quarter. I formation for Morgan and the crew from the visiting Bucks. Inside give, met in the line. Nice little job there by the fullback. We got Justice Broadbent and Kyler George on the tackles, able to get out of the shadow of the end zone. We'll bring up second down and about 6 for number 1, Jaden Guzman. Partner, he ran backwards. He got the ball and ran backwards in the end zone. I don't care what happened. Back judge Gene Carroll should have called that along with the line judge. Nonetheless, it's second down and about 7 from the 5. Morgan under center, I formation. Deep is Burdick. And looks like they're able to get the, on the hard count by Morgan, was able to get the free 5, and so that'll bring up second down and 2 with the mark off. A couple big breaks there for the Tonkawa Bucks. 7:13 left here in the second quarter. Cashion up 21-0. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Neiman Abavi, my partner in crime, Chris Gibson, and we got Mark Parrott on the camera here, all huddled together. Nice little place here in Edmond, Santa Fe. We got power and internet. It's always a good day. So we've got to stop. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Line Judge Dale Anderson's going to come out. I guess maybe it was the mark off. They felt like maybe it should have been. Yes, he's going to work it forward some more. I'm not sure. Okay. So it'll be right around the 9-yard line.
Yeah, they were on the 4.
Yeah,
so
yep. Second down and 2. 6:55 running clock. I formation, Tristan Burdick deep. Jaden Guzman blocking for him. It's give to Guzman. He's met in the hole by Nabavi. Breaks the tackle, but it's Justice Broadbent as Guzman works back to the outside. It looked like it'll be enough for the first down as Guzman works about 3 yards on that, just enough for a first down.
Yeah, if I was Tonkawa, I mean, yeah, you're down 21 points, but you want to have a drive here that can, you know, really put some spring back in your step. Run that ball, use what you're good at, and try to make some plays and really give some momentum to your team. But when you're down 21, it's kind of hard to stick to a game plan.
Yeah. Give to Burdick in the backfield. Cuts back, got a lane. He's got to cut the outside. Legas has got to chase him down. Is able to catch him, but not after a huge run of about 35 yards for Burdick, who stayed patient, had a lane, cut it out to the left, and left chase for Braxton Green and Legas. But it'll be a first down. Big run there by Burdick.
Yeah, and that's one of those misdirection plays right there where kind of had the guys leaning to the left, brought him back off from that wing position and had a guy pulling out there to really bust that hole open. And then once he got past that front line, the linebacker had kind of sold out, and there was nobody there besides Landon out there to stop him.
Give to Burdick up the middle again. He's met in the hole by Caden Harrell. No, sir, that time. But he does get looks like about 2 or 3 yards. I didn't even think he was going to get that much. And I'll bring up second down at about 7 or 8. 5:52 here in the second quarter. Running clock. Looks like Joey Wilson will come off. We've got Southall, Vandruff, Maroney, and Kyler George on the line. Nick Nabavi and Caden Harrell in the middle. Manning has moved into outside linebacker for Jacob Farrow. Single back, it's like basically, if it's going to be a rollout by Morgan. In pursuit is Vandruff, and there with the hit. Great job by the sophomore coming up to lay the lid. Camden Maroney with the cleanup. It's a huge TFL from our man sophomore Jackson Vandruff, speed edge rusher. Hello.
Yeah, Jackson, he did a great job right there, just getting out there, not letting him get on the outside shoulder. And then whenever he saw it was going to be a pass play, he just turned on the jets, got up into his body, brought him down for a big loss.
I cannot believe Coach Kirtley trying to pass here in these situations. But he probably sees something. The run's been great. Number 5's been fantastic for him. 4:45 running clock, third down and long. Morgan back to pass again. Roland Vandruff in lane. Screen play's got a chance to intercept it. It is Justice Broadbent trying to keep his feet. Eventually tackled by number 5, but it's my man, number 20, senior Justice Broadbent. Intended receiver Tristan Burdick. No, sir. Number 20 says, that lofty fly duck is my ball. Thank you. And it'll be Cashion ball in Bucks territory right around the 43-yard line.
And Justice Broadbent's thinking he's having flashbacks from last year where he had, I think, 3 pick sixes. And he's thinking, man, just let go of my foot. I'm ready to go to get another one. But great job by Justice to be there and pick that ball off and give it back to the Wildcats.
So Cashion will be taking over after the second turnover in a row. Harmon back to pass. Hitch out there to Manning. DeGreen breaks a tackle. Great job there by Green to keep his feet, come down, grab the ball, great fingers. It'll be a first down for Cashion all the way down to the 27 of the Bucks.
Now Brexton is, whenever he's one-on-one with a guy out there, Brexton's got so many tools in his belt. He's so strong, and he's got the quickness and the agility to get around and make a guy miss, and just almost busted that one for a touchdown.
So with that, we do have an injured Buck on the field in that first down. We do have an injured Buck on the field. With that, we'll take a quick timeout as the Cashion Wildcats, with a huge first down after a huge turnover, looking to score with 4:20 left here. We'll be right back here on Cashion Wildcats TV.
So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcats TV here. We got Cashion football up 21-0 over the visiting Tonkawa Bucks. First down and 10 inside the 25. Harmon back to pass. Scrambling, looking to his right, trying to find somebody. He's got Lagasse.
Oh.
Woo, that was close. In and out of Lagasse's hands. Harmon was getting a little greedy on that one. He tried to fit the needle, hit Lagasse in the hands, came down, knocked out, almost a turnover. But fortunately, it falls to the ground. We'll bring up second down and 10 right around the 26.
Yeah, Tristan Burdick, he was the injured player on that play before. He's back in there and made a big hit on Landon and almost.
How did he come back in?
I don't know. I guess did they call a timeout?
No, they called timeout. They may have. I don't know. Maybe not. Nonetheless.
Anyway, big hit and just almost popped that ball back to number 53 for an interception, but it made it to the ground.
Deep pistol. Carrying Harrell deep. Harmon, give to Harrell right side. Guy, intended blocker, 53, tries to go low. It's like there's a fumble. I don't know what's happening. Ball's loose. Looks like Cashion will retain possession. I hope they do. Yep, rolling clock. Big run there by Caden Harrell. 53 tried to come in and low point to Clay Massey. Caden Harrell completely missed. Be about 5 yards for my man Caden Harrell. Bring up 3rd down and 5, right around the 22. Clock moving, 3:43 here left in the second quarter. Cashion taking their time. No need to rush here. We've got single coverage out there on the edge to Brexton Green. Snap, fake, Harmon going deep in the corner of the end zone. Lagasse, just close.
Yeah, landing right there. Just keep running. Run under that ball, catch it. You were in a great position. You weren't very close to the sideline. And just keep running. Let that ball fall under right into your arms.
So that'll bring up 4th down. So after the turnover, Cashion had a big run, big play by Brexton Green on the catch. Kind of stalled out here after the 1st down. Clock stops, 4th and 5. Harrell to the left of Harmon. Snap, looks to pass, looking for Green. Great job, great pass. Green hooks to the outside, breaks the tackle, and it's a touchdown for my man Brexton Green on a 15-yard or 22-yard touchdown pass from Ben Harmon. And the Cashion Wildcats would score number 4 on the day to go up 27-0.
Man, just Brexton Green out there. I'm not sure what number was it, number 8 that was out there on an island against Brexton Green. And, man, Brexton, I mean, the kid was playing so far off. I mean, Brexton just went out there to where the 1st down was, turned around and got the ball, and then just out-hustled the kid to the end zone.
Hey, tough hold there on the snap for Green, but he's able to get it down, and the doctor, Lance Christensen, puts up extra point number 4, and it's your Cashion Wildcats here on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle Up. Big partner, 28-0 in first half play here, 3:20 left in the second quarter.
Big interception by the defense, and then just get the ball and go down and score touchdowns. You know, we were talking about, you know, they had a good drive going, running the ball. That's how they got out of the shadow of their own goalpost, got it all the way out to the 40 or 45, and then just got away from what they were, you know, what they're good at. They're good at running the ball. Number 5 is a beast. They've got some big boys up front that can block for him.
Yeah.
Give him the ball and let him eat. But, you know, they're trying to play catch-up now, so they're, like I said before, have to get away from some of that game plan. But, man, if I was a coach, I'm going to try to stick to my guns, what got me here, and to try to at least make a good drive all the way down the field and get in the end zone.
Yeah, work the clock a little too, right? So, you know, there's a chance Cashion has 3 timeouts. They may get the ball back again. So Christensen kicking off from the 40. He's had his last 2 kickoffs were phenomenal. Let's see what we've got here. Got a deep kick to the 10. Number 5, Burdick will catch it. He'll work down the sideline. He works the edge. He's got a lane. Throws the shoulder. Talks a little junk. You're down 28, son. And so with that, the Tonkawa Bucks will be taking over right around, I think, their 7th possession of the game. Or their 7th, right around, looks like the 37-yard line. So nice work there by Christensen. Burdick with the good run. Just don't need any of the talky chippiness. You're down 4 scores.
Let's see if they go back to that run game and see if they can stick one out. Like you said, get a good drive here where you can get in the end zone and don't give Cashion a chance to get the ball back and score. You want to go down and try to get a score. You get the ball at the second half, to start the second half. So you have a chance here to go down, get a touchdown, and then get the ball in the second half and get another touchdown to chip away at that lead.
And just like that, number 5 tackles himself, right? See, there's a little karma there for you. So Caden Harrell was there. I'd fall down too. As you say, I was a business decision. That was a good one by Burdick there. He's been phenomenal today. Just a hard runner. Tough, speedy, shifty, great vision. Definitely impressed with this number 5 as we were number 5 last week with OBA.
Yep.
Almost carbon copies of each other. So with that loss of 2 on self-tackleization, that brings up a second down and 12. 2:40 here for the Bucks. Might see a steady dose of running. I can't imagine Morgan going back to pass, but we'll see here what Coach Kirtley will do. Toss sweep out to Burdick out to the edge, looking for something. He's got nothing. My man Justice Broadbent flips him, drops him, and we do have a flag. Number 72, Dante Mendoza, who's for the Bucks, has been cheering. Not sure what the call is going to be.
Something against Mason Manning. They threw it right where he was kind of going back and forth with his blocker. Not sure exactly what happened there.
Mendoza, not the cleanest player myself, as I've seen him on a couple of plays today. So let's see what happens. If they'll be offsetting, looks like they will mark it off. So the best play of the day almost for the Bucks will be a penalty, a huge mark off. Right around the 49, and that'll be first down and 10. Sure was. It was not needed for Manning to do that. So it'll be first down and 10, 2:26. What was going to be a third down and long now is a first down and 10 at midfield for the Bucks. Got new life. Got a stoppage of clock. We're going to raise the roof and shut the clock, the play clock, like it matters. They're going to snap it, brah. So Danny Gotchez doing his job, making sure that the play clock is reset. There it is at 25. First down and 10 right around the 49. I formation for the Bucks. Standard formation. Burdick, hard running Burdick deep. He'll get the ball right side. Chase being chased down. Nice job by Camden Maroney. Showing some wheels. Chasing down the speedy Burdick from behind. The sophomore chasing down the senior. Looks like Chad Tishner gives the credit to Nick Nabavi on the tackle, but we're going to give it to Camden Maroney for a short gain of 1, and that'll be a timeout right around 2:02. Is that Coach Shackelford's timeout, or is that the Bucks?
I didn't see who they pointed at there.
So with the timeout regardless, we'll go to a quick timeout here as your Cashion Wildcats are up big, 28-0. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Yep, that was Coach Shackelford, yep.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Quarter, Cashion up 28-0. Burdick deep. Snap, give to Burdick. Right side, he'll work back left. And my man, is that Camden Maroney again?
There's Kyler George.
Is that Kyler George, the senior, coming in? Huge job by the senior coming in to make that tackle for a TFL. Short loss, and that'll be third down and long. And we do have another timeout, as I think it will be. This time it will be Cashion. We'll use their first timeout of the game to try to get the ball back with about 1:57 left here in the second quarter.
No, I think Shaq took that first one too.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep. And that play right there, Kyler George, I went back and watched it. You know, he stayed home. He stayed where he needed to be in his zone and gap. And when the kid cut back, he was there to make that big tackle. Great job by him. A great individual effort to get that, to stay where he needed to be to make the tackle. And, man, these boys up front are doing the job that I remember. The keys to the game was those three boys up front, or we've kind of moved up to a four-man front, but still the same key. Get up there, be disruptive, stay home, and play disciplined defense, and that's what they're doing. And that misdirection, they're kind of back there in that backfield to where that misdirection didn't have time to fool anybody. So great job by the boys up front.
I love it. We always gotta give praise to the guys that are working the trenches. So with that, we've got third down and about 9 from the 50 midfield. 1:57 left here. The Bucks staring at a third and long. Does Coach Kirtley try to roll Morgan out again? We're going to hand it off again to left side to our man Tristan Burdick, who's had definitely a great first half. Morgan snap, roll out. He's rolling out. No pressure, no hold call. Deep pass, it's caught. Nice work there by Morgan, setting his feet. Finds number 8, Jake Randall. There's coverage out there. It looked like it went over the hands of, is that Brexton Green?
Brexton and Gavin were over there. Yep.
So that'll be enough for Ryan Morgan, the freshman, 6 foot 170, his first completion of the day, and gets it all the way out to Cashion side right on the 39 for a first down. Play clock running, 1:35.
Yeah, I went back and watched it. I mean, we're kind of playing a little zone defense out there in the back end, and the kid just found a little hole, a little pocket, and quarterback got it, put it on him for the first down.
Give up the middle. Burdick's there. Nice job by Joey Wilson. Immediately met, along with a bunch of other Cashion Wildcats. Popped the ball out. Looked like who else was in there. We had Kyler George as well as Caden Harrell, and that'll be a loss of 1 for Burdick. I think they've kind of sniffed out that play there to the left. Clock running right around a minute. Coach Kirtley has, looks like 1 timeout left. They're taking their time. And a single back set. This has been the formation that's been best for the Bucks. Looks like a pass play for Morgan. Let's see. Morgan will come back. He'll look to pass, looking deep across the middle. It's tipped up. Caught by Gavin Fippen on the tip. On the interception, he's got a bunch of blockers to the 45-50. He's actually caught, thrown out of bounds by man number 7, Gavin Fippen. His brother out in Chava, New Mexico, watching us, and that's for you, my friend. Huge turnover number 3 for the Cashion Wildcats, and with 30 seconds left, we got a chance to put number 5 on the half on the board.
Yeah, and that's a advantage of playing that zone defense. When you're back there playing zone, a ball gets tipped up, there's going to be somebody around with an opportunity to catch the ball, and Gavin took that opportunity and got it, reeled it in, and had a big return for the Cashion Wildcats to get the ball back with 30 seconds left.
And we got a little offsides. Oh, do we have a timeout before the offsides? We do. So Coach Kirtley is able to save the 5, but blows his last time out. He's going to have to figure out something, because I know if they single up, Harmon's got the green light to go deep, and my man number 10 I know will be the guy he should be looking for.
And I think the Cashion Wildcats still have 1 timeout, so they could look for a little screenplay right here. Where we've seen big chunk yardage with screenplays, we have time to get that screen, get down the field, call a timeout, and then have a chance at a little closer shot at the end zone.
Well, I'd love to see Caden Harrell on the screen. I'll tell you that much. We haven't seen that today. So we're going to leave it here at Cashion Wildcat TV. We won't go to commercial. We've got about 30 seconds here. Cashion up 28-0. Have a chance to go up 35. Maybe we might see Mr. Christensen out for a field goal. What do you think?
Hey, get him close. Let him have a shot.
He's got the wind.
Yep.
Heck, I'd give him a shot from the 35. So Cashion going, looks like tight end sent, Ace up top, Brexton Green down below. We've got Mason Manning and Logan Lagasse. Caden Harrell joining Harmon in the backfield. On the line, Colton Southall. We didn't do our projected starters. Martinez, Kyler George, Joey Wilson, as well as Camden Maroney doing a great job. H-back Nabavi now is in the backfield. This might be your screen, buddy. This is looking like it shapes up to be that way on the right side. Harmon back deep, going to Green on the edge. Green with a great catch. Is that not a late hit? It sure is. It's about time. Tonkawa Bucks leading with their helmets the entire day. Great job by the senior Brexton Green going low again, getting that ball. Harmon put it in the only spot that a Cashion Wildcat receiver can get it, and with that mark-off after the first down catch of about 12, we should see another 15, and it'll work it definitely well within the red zone on the Bucks with 23 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And with the Bucks calling that timeout, I promise you Coach Shackelford had 2 plays saying, guys, we get done, hustle up there, let's run another one, and then we can use our timeout if we need to.
First down and 10 from the 18. Back to passes. Harmon screenplay tunnel to Lagasse. He's got some blockers. Got to cut into 10. 5. Working his way back in. Reaches across. Should not have reached across. And that will be a turnover.
They're not calling it a touchdown. They're saying he fumbled it before he got over the line.
So great tunnel screen there to Lagasse. All the way down. He works it. Broke a tackle. Reaches across. Certainly, I appreciate the effort. And so that will wipe out an opportunity for the Cashion Wildcats to go up 35-0. 8 seconds left. I imagine it'll be a knee for the Tonkawa Bucks as they get the ball at the 20-yard line and the ball at halftime. Goodness, partner, that was a tough one. It was a great run there by Lagasse. He was down. His butt was down.
Yeah, I mean, he was going down,
That's
stuck
a
the
terrible
ball
call.
out,
I'm
and
sorry.
it just
I know
got
it's
kicked out.
It's Cashion Homer Television. On the replay, he was sitting down when he reached across. Terrible call by the officials.
Yep.
We love him. I know they're doing their best. They're working hard. That was a miss. Bucks with the give to Burdick up the middle, work that side. Nababi out there stretches it out. It'll be pushed out of bounds by Manning.
2 seconds left.
Little payback there. They're talking. They're chirping. I wouldn't be talking if I were number 5. You're down 4 scores. 2 seconds left. I don't get it. Hey, Chris, I don't get it. I tell my boys, keep your mouth shut.
Yep. Let the play on the field do your talking.
I don't get it. I appreciate being tough. Have passion. Don't be an idiot on the field. But I guess if there's anyone on the Bucks team that can chirp, it's 5. He's had a fantastic first half, running the ball hard. I love the kid's vision.
Yep.
And he's playing tough, dropping that shoulder. 2 seconds left. I'm not sure what you're going to see out of Morgan here. He's going to give it off to Burdick, and he'll be met there by Vandruff and Wilson. And that'll be the end of the first half as your Cashion Wildcats lead big, 28-0 over the visiting Tonkawa Bucks here. An 8-3 battle between top 10 teams. Woo, partner. A lot of action, a lot of turnovers, a lot of deep plays, a lot of big plays. And your Cashion Wildcats stay up 28-0.
Yeah, great first half. I mean, this team, this Tonkawa team, I mean, they're 6-1 for a reason. You know, they're a good team. They've gone 5 games without losing a game, and they're ranked in the top 10. And we're coming out here and scoring 4 touchdowns. Should have had 5
Maybe
in the
even
first
6. We had another turnover as
first
well.
half, and that just goes to show you how potent of offense that we have, how good of a defense that we have to not even really – I mean, they maybe had, 2 or 3 pretty decent plays. Other than that, man, it's been the Cashion Wildcat show the whole first half.
So we'll see if Lane's going to come over. We're looking down across the booth here. He's kind of collecting his 1927 mouse with his tablet. I'm giving him a hard time with that. But he'll be over here with lessons in Lane. We do not have a student interview today. It's about a 6-mile journey plus the elevator ride to get up here. But certainly a great.
There was an elevator?
Yeah, it was an elevator.
Ah, I went up the stairs.
For real? Oh my goodness, Chris. And so with that here on a beautiful afternoon, Saturday afternoon football here live from Edmond Santa Fe High School, where your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0, which probably should feel like 42-0, but certainly are up big over the visiting Tonkawa Bucks, ranked in the top 10 here in Class A by a bunch of different folks. Certainly we expected a tough game. Chris, you mentioned it. I think everything that you said was going to happen is happening, and thus far it's a big lead, a comfortable lead, but something I know certainly is not palatable for Cashion Wildcat fans, as we wanted a few more on there. So for that, we'll go to a quick timeout. Lane's over here checking out his tablet, checking out the fans and the halftime show. We'll be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV, where your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats!
All right, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe here. Neiman Abavi joining the booth, my man Chris Gibson, and of course,
You're on.
my man Lane Broadbent. Woo! Lane Broadbent. Your Cashion Wildcats, if you just joined us, you've missed a lot of action, just a lot of craziness. Cashion Wildcats up 28-0 here. And Saturday afternoon action against the visiting Tonkawa Bucks, ranked between 7, 8, and 9, I think, based on whatever newspaper or streaming outlet you look at. I think the Squirtle folks got them, I think, number...
That matches the amount of fans they have in their stands today, too.
They got a few. It's a long drive down 35.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody travels like us, Lane, though. We love our football.
Cashion probably has 300 or 400 people here. It's a really good crowd. You know, you get up north, and they have a lot of these games on a Saturday, so it kind of makes it nice to see these kids play during the daylight.
Yeah, I love the daylight. In fact, I was just talking about that. Certainly love, appreciate, early August or late August games where we still have some daylight right around 6 or 7 o'clock. So, Lane, we've I think I spent the last minute complaining about calls and officials. I probably I feel like they've missed a few. They've made some good calls. I felt like that last play against Lagasse was a miss. I felt like his butt was down when he reached across. But again, it's hard. But there's a lot to look and like about the first half. What are a couple things that stood out to you?
Well, Lane? Tony Wood would have agreed with you on the referees. You know, did you see him up and down the sidelines? He was going nutso on the sidelines on 2 or 3 plays there. Is this the first time that you've seen Caden Harrell kind of stayed in check? This is the first time I can remember.
Well, they're bringing 8, 9 guys in the box.
That's Tonkawa. They're like, we're going to man you up. We've been doing this for 25 years. We're going to man you up, and we're going to play in the box, and we dare you to run it down our throat.
Yep.
And we haven't been able to do that. It's a little bit unusual. I tell you, the kid that's really come into his own here is Kyler George. Kyler George has really played well the last 2 or 3 games. He's making a lot of tackles.
Yep, we've called his name.
You can kind of see that Jackson Vanderf grew up too, which we've talked about that all year long. But he just gets better every week.
I got to tell you, Lane, if Tony Wood is screaming, I know what he's screaming out. I swear on 3 straight plays, Jackson was held, and in fact, that pass play that they converted. The kid grabbed Jackson's jersey, basically by both shoulders. He's been fantastic today. His rush off the edge has been phenomenal.
And that really plays well into what we're going to look like here next year, too. We're going to be down probably next year, but we're still going to have some cats that can really, really play.
We may not win 102
right,
next year.
Right.
Well, when you lose a number 9, you're always going to come down a little bit.
Yeah.
And Tonkawa, they're going to give some people some troubles once they get in the playoffs. They're not going to go to the state finals, but they're going to win 2 or 3 rounds of the playoffs. You get a team like that that's going to smash mouth football. If number 5 doesn't get thrown out of the game,
See,
Man, he just mouths off the whole time.
Well,
sorry, Tonkawa fans.
No,
I hope you're not
hey, this is
listening.
Cashion Wildcat TV.
Okay, good.
I mentioned I've never understood people yapping when they're down 4 scores. I've never understood that, and I love the kid's passion and his abilities, but I'm just like, hey, zip it up and get back to the line of scrimmage and go run another play.
I guarantee you, Gavin Fippens has 25 tackles, 45 mouth-offs, and a couple interceptions. I mean, every time. Do you see him mouthing off down there during the game?
But you can do that when you're up 4 scores. You can do that, not when you're down. But, Lane, from a standpoint, there's a few things that we liked. What was the one thing from just the overall gamesmanship and just the game itself that you felt like it makes you feel comfortable going in the second half?
Well, the 2 or 3 things. We've only played 2 or 3 teams that's really run the ball like they have. Thomas and Minko thought that they could run the ball on us. So this is a really good setup for us to see how tough we are in the middle part of this of our line, and I think we're pretty good. It's just we're going to learn that. Probably we're going to learn that when we get in the semifinals and play Pawhuska. It's kind of where I expect us to be at. But I kind of thought this game might be a 42-14 type of games, but we're a lot better than they are. It looks to me like.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. Is their game plan should be coming here and let's run the ball and try to kind of control the clock and use that as our strength.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't done that. They've thrown the ball. They've gotten interceptions.
Twice, 2 interceptions.
Stopping the clock, giving the ball back to us with plenty of time to score, and it's just kind of gotten away from them.
We've talked about this till we're sick, but that's what I love about small-town football. I can cheer on Nick Nabavi, and I can see him on a Monday, put my arm around him and say, I'm going to buy you a bottle of water at the Quick Stop. I mean, you get to see these kids daily, and it's so cool to see my 10-year-old be able to go congratulate the star of the game, and he can pick him up and hold him. It's just a really cool atmosphere when you get into this small town football. And Cashion's not the only game in town. There's a lot of small town football like that, but it's really cool to really see it in action, and really see it in action for as long as we have.
That's just like to your point. This week with everything that went on, Gavin Fippens texted me on Tuesday, hey, you got any limbs in your properties?
Right.
Can I go to work? I want to do something. And he may be chirping out on the field, but the kid works.
You bet.
Wants to get out there and work, and that's a cool thing about it. And I've talked about it before. The kids coming over to the house. My son, your son are out playing in the backyard, and they jump out and go play with them and go throw them some passes. It's
this is good
pretty
stuff.
Neat little community. And
we've thoroughly dominated the game. We look at our total yards. We're at 286. They're at 96. They've had some. They threw 2 interceptions? And really, Justice's interception, he could have run it to the house. He held on for.
No, there was 2 interceptions and a fumble. The quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was a fumble. That's right.
And we're just pretty good in a lot of areas. You look at our Ben Harmon's 14 of 18. For 242, his quarterback rating is 245. The thing that we talked about early, Caden Harrell's got 7 carries for 24 yards. Braxton Green has 9 catches for 194, and he's flirting with that 1,050-yard total receiving yards for this year. So he's going to be up there with the greats. Josh Hampton, I think, probably has 1,900 yards or so, and that's probably the top of that list.
Braxton could probably, I promise you, if Coach wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Green could finish with about 300 yards receiving today.
Right.
And that's the thing is, they're piling in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got to stop Caden today, but what happens? I mean, that's leaving Braxton to just run.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And he's been solid. I'm looking at targets. I'm not even sure which one he dropped. I'm not sure. Or he may have had one earlier. It was kind of low or something.
Coming across
but
with
he's
a quick
been fantastic on the low passes. He's made all
he had
the
one.
catches.
He had one that Ben threw behind him.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
we're pretty good in really all areas. The thing that you get later in the year that just scares you to no end, you look up and you're like, Jacob Farrow is limping, and he's sitting on the sidelines. He's got all of his pads off. You're like, Justice the same way last week. He had his pads off, but Jacob Farrow is like, I think he blew his knee out. You know, that's what immediately goes to your mind, and then they're like, he got a helmet to the knee.
Yeah,
they just took him out.
That's what we thought it was to the thigh pad.
And you know, Ben Harmon got lit up.
Yep.
Golly, he got hit so hard.
Yeah.
I thought it knocked him out.
I did too. I mean, it was crowned to his helmet.
And he jumped right up, and so when you get into this time of the year, when you have, you know, it's the first game of the year, and you're like, so and so is really hurt. Well, we've got
all year.
We've got 14 weeks to get him better, but when you get in this time of year, you're about 4 weeks away from really getting in some real football.
We've had Caden get up slow.
Oh yeah,
sit out a
right.
few. We've had Jacob Farrell get up slow. We've had Ben get smacked in the mouth. I mean, it's getting to the point, like you said, this season where you can't quit playing hard. But man, every time you see something like that, a guy like us is going to go.
And Shaq's doing that, right? So he's doing the right thing, right? There's no doing. You know, we slide Mason Manning. We're not. I mean, he's not Jacob Farrell, but he's a really, really good outside linebacker and did great early when Justice was out. So, you know, you slide the pieces in, and you kind of hope it'll work out from that situation.
The thing that jumps off the chart, off the page at you is Caden Harrell every time. But you look at him, you're like, we've got to stop Caden Harrell. We've got to, if Caden Harrell's our key, but really Jacob Farrell is almost that key as well. I mean, he tackles so well, he hits so hard, he just does a really good job.
Yep. On the defensive side, do we have any from a as we work, there's our defense. Okay.
Kyler George,
again,
he's got 7 tackles. Justice has 4. Braxton Green has 3. Nick has got 3. Nick Nabavi's got 3. Caden Harrell's got 3.
Camden Maroney with is that Camden?
Camden Maroney, you know, you can see that when they're running that ball inside that he's getting some tackles there. But, you know, Kyler George's brother, at the end of his senior year, he was almost unblockable, and Kyler George is kind of getting that. You see that all the time. When them kids get to be a senior, they get so mature. Ryan Baker was the same way last year. You couldn't block him. He was unblockable, and Kyler George is kind of getting to that spot where he's an issue.
And everything else, size and strength.
And he didn't get as much playing time. I mean, the more every game he plays, the better he gets.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, I went and watched Pawhuska. We will probably meet Pawhuska in the semifinals unless something happens, but Pawhuska is for real. They got a great quarterback. They got 2 wide receivers that are really, really good. They've got a great big offensive lineman, and so it'll be a battle. The question is, can they be tough enough to what we've got?
That's right. That's right. They put 84 on somebody last night.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean,
but you know, that same coach was at Locust Grove, and that quarterback for Locust Grove, I think set a state record for completions and yards. So they throw the ball all over the field, but when they got into that playoff, they faltered, and so we're hoping that's what happens to Pawhuska.
Absolutely. Well, Lane, before we let you go, we've got about 5 minutes left. We're going to run down keys for the second half. We'll get Chris to chime in. What are you looking to see in the second half?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if Shaq says, you know what, I'm just going to kind of throw the ball around a little bit. I don't want to get anybody hurt. Or does he say, Caden Harrell, if you're halfway healthy, I'm going to try to ram it down Tonkawa's throat and see how well we can run the ball. I'd like to see us do that if Caden Harrell is healthy. I think that's something that Shaq is probably in the locker room wearing these kids out about running the ball better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Lane, it's been a great season thus far. We absolutely love you coming up. We have a few more minutes, from a standpoint of thinking about playoffs, this COVID-19 deal. Chris and I have had our discussions. What are your thoughts on this automatic, you get in no matter what? Now, Cashion now has to have potentially a play-in game, right, before going into what would have been the old version of round 1.
Are they doing that?
Yeah, so based on the OSSAA scenario, we have rankings. So the last 3 weeks of the year, the coaches will rank the districts. And those rankings will dictate places 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then they will go on. So we're going to face the 8th seed in District 4, right? We'll see the 4th seed in District, or the 8th seed in District 4 in a play-in game if they opt in. Now, the team could say, we don't want to play Cashion, we're going to go play basketball, we're done. But there could be a team that says, hey, no, let's go take them on. And that, in essence, would give Cashion a play-in game where maybe their opponents may not have to have one.
OSSAA always makes the right decision, right? Okay.
Always.
I guess so. I don't know.
I would hate to be in a position right now
Right.
to make those decisions.
Right.
I don't know what's right, what's wrong, but man, when you are lining up a number 1 against a number 8 from two different and having that chance of somebody getting hurt, I just don't see the benefit. But they're getting ready for if somebody goes out with COVID, then whoever they got beat by or whoever they beat gets to move into that slot. So they're looking down the road.
Well, and they mentioned it. I think it was mentioned as well, is that this is an economic issue as well. They're looking to recoup and from the losses from the state tournament and everything last year.
Shaq's been harping on these kids all year long of saying, this is because of COVID, this could be your last game. This literally could be your last game. So play it like it's your last game.
Well, all right. So, Lane, the teams are coming out on the field. We got about 2 plus 3. They always add 3 minutes back on the clock there. Referees are coming back out. They'll throw another 3 up there as they warm up. Lane, we appreciate you. We'll see you at the end of the game.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
All right.
That's Lane Broadbent. Lessons with Lane, always learning. We love the biggest Raiders fan in Cashion, Oklahoma. We're breaking it down for you. So with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the start of third quarter action as your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0 over the visiting Tonkawa Bucks, led by Coach Mike Kirtley.
Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success, brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211. For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC. Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced.
All right, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe. Saturday afternoon football here on Cashion Wildcat TV as your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0 over the Tonkawa Bucks. Intra-district play here, A3, Class A3, as the top two teams in the district are faring off to see who has the right to first place here in the district. Tonkawa's only loss on the season, I think, is to Perry, who Cashion also played this year. So here at the start of the third quarter, Cashion will be kicking off. Last Christensen kicking off from the 40, working from south to north, right to left. Deep will be number 5, Tristan Burdick, who's been basically the Bucks all-star. Looks like we may be going back to him again. Be a high, deep kick. Burdick with the catch right around the 11. He'll catch it, work back towards the middle. And he's met quickly. Nice job there by the coverage team there. Justice Broadbent, your man, is that Aiden Plummer?
All day.
All day. And Jake Branson, number 22, sophomore down there with the tackle on the short gain of about, looks like about maybe 10 yards. So with that, the Bucks, with their first possession of the game, trying to get on the board. Take over right around the 25-yard line. And let's see if Coach Kirtley was able to make some adjustments to get the ball moving and into scoring position. So this has been their best formation here. Deep set for Burdick. Give to Burdick. Met by Nabavi. Loses the. He went up high. I keep telling the boy, get low, drop those pads.
And he did it. As soon as he got off of him, he hit his pads and said, I know Dad's going to tell me about that.
Exactly right. We're going to have that conversation. No Snicker bar for you, number 4. Nonetheless, slows him down, in for the cleanup for a short gain. Looks like for about 2 yards. Bring up maybe 1 yard. Brings up about second 9, 8 or 9 from the 32. 11:26 here. Started the third quarter. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. You know, we got folks all over the place down in Houston, Texas, and New Mexico, Kansas, across the world. Thank you for joining us. Morgan with the keep. A give to Burdick. He'll look to that side. Come back. Cuts back under. Nice job reading the lane. Burdick is met by Caden Harrell, but not after a gain of about 5 or 6 more yards. He'll bring up third down and short.
At that time, Justice, got up there and stuck his nose in there, and like you said, a good read, and the kid's got good vision. The Burdick kid, number 5, has got good vision, and whenever he sees a blocker, he's pretty good about cutting right behind him. But man, Caden Harrell was there to clean up that tackle, but not after 4 or 5 yards.
So the Bucks come up, third down and short. Big play already here in the second half. 3rd and 3. Halfback Jaden Guzman looking to block for Burdick in the I formation. Give to Burdick. He'll cut back up the middle. Nice vision, nice run there by the senior. Read the line, read the pulling guards and tackles, as you've mentioned. And that'll be a huge gain all the way out to the 42 for another first down.
Yeah, he does a good job of not bouncing it outside and trusting those blockers coming across and really making a lane for him. And sometimes it's hard as a kid when you get the ball, you want to kind of bounce it out and see if I can beat people around to the outside. But when you run a play like that where you got those guards pulling, you want to trust those blockers to get across there and make a hole for you.
Four-man front for the Cashion Wildcats. Give to Burke on the right. He's looking to get outside. Can't escape the hole of Kyler George. Nice work there by George. Justice Broadbent out there. Little cleanup, I believe, or maybe Caden Harrell. But great job there by 57, the senior on the edge there to bring Burdick down for a short gain.
Now, in that time, just like you said, Kyler George, out there on that edge, and Lane talked about him tonight earlier in the halftime show, is he gets in there and is disruptive, and the kid just can't get to the edge, so it just strings them out there long enough for our linebackers to come up and make big tackles.
Single back set, Burdick deep. He'll roll out for Morgan. He's going to actually keep it. Makes it get to the specific, but Caden Harrell's there down the line. Big tackle for the senior. Nice job there. Looked like you get some help from Jackson Vandriff as well as Justice Broadbent.
Now, Jackson Vandriff was being tackled over about 5 yards away from there and just throwing his hands up going, what can I do?
Yeah, it's been kind of the scenario ever since Jackson had those 2 back-to-back plays. Guess the right tackle over there said, well, I'm just going to keep holding until they call it, and it's working. So 3rd down and 5 from the 47. Expect Burdick here on the left side. Watch for those pulling guards and tackles. Blitz is on by the Cashion Wildcats. Nabavi and Harrell up the middle. Matt Guzman behind the line. Nick Nabavi, Camden Maroney. No, sir! Big stop and tackle for loss for the Cashion defense. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 here on a huge stop.
Yeah, great job by Camden and Nick to both be right there, shed blockers, and almost get to the handoff before the running back did. Great job by those 2 boys up front.
Didn't trust number 5. I would have. Out to punt for the Bucks is Brendan Okowa. He's been great today. Green with the catch. Right on 35's got a full steam ahead. Keeps his feet, dives forward. Nice return there by Brexton Green. He's over 2 Bills all-purpose yards for sure on the day, close to maybe even 250. And it'll be Cashion 1st down and 10 right around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Brexton there to come up and really catch that ball on the run and get some big yardage there on the punt return.
So Cashion coming out 2 by 2. Deep pistol for Harrell. Let's see if Blaine is right. A little bit of run game here to open it up. Deep safety over Lagasse. Over Manning. Back to pass is Harmon. Looking for the post.
Got him.
He's got Lagasse just over his hands. Oh, hitch post was there. Lagasse is running free, and Harmon, I think he had the wind with him. I think he just had a little too much with the wind, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I looked at Ben right after that, and he's like, oh, I know I had him. I had him open, and just let it float just a little too high. I mean, that play right there, it took a little bit for it to form, but, man, that was some great route running. And, man, when it came to fruition, it was right there wide open.
2nd down and 10 from the 46. Harmon to pass. Going deep to Green down the sideline. Oh, just off his hands. Little double move there by Green on the hitch and go.
And this is what Lane talked about at halftime was, does Shaq want to, prove a point that we can't run the ball with Caden Harrell, or is he just going to let him throw the ball around, try to get up and down the field and take this one home? And it looks like right now he's opening it up.
So 3rd down and 10. Fake, Harmon to pass. He's going to keep. He's going to bunch outside. He's going to throw it up. It's intercepted by Burdick. He's got a chance. To the 30. He's got blockers. Tripped up. Nice job. No give up on that one. Was that we do have a penalty flag. I'm not sure if it's going to be a block in the back. I don't even see the flag. It's in the deep. Is it a defensive holding? It's going to be declined.
It was an offensive penalty. So illegal man downfield, I'm betting, is what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense as Harmon was rolling out. So a huge play there by Tonkawa, number 5, showing out Tristan Burdick. He's been the man of the hour for the Bucks. It'll be a big play and a big opportunity for Coach Wood's defense to bow up here and keep them out of the end zone here with 7:16 left in the third quarter. I expect a full dose of number 5 here. Let's see what happens. Morgan under center, toss sweep to Burdick. He's met behind the line. My man, Justice Broadbent said, nope. Sorry, 5. TFL for me. Nothing for you, and it's second down and long.
Yeah, look down there, and Coach Wood right before that play is out there coaching and calling a play, and he called it perfectly right there. Brought that blitz by that outside linebacker, and they tried to get out there on the edge, and Justice was by the blockers and making the tackle before anybody else knew what was going on.
So it looks like Coach Kirtley is going to take a timeout here early in the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter, 6:56 left here. We'll go to a quick timeout, be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV as your Cashion Wildcats are up 28-0.
Legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
Hey, it's Chris here. The Cashion Wildcats have a legacy of success. Hard work and being prepared is how that legacy is protected. Home, auto, business, or life, the agents at Gibson Legacy Insurance will do the hard work to make sure you are prepared and your.
All right, welcome back. Second down and 18 from the 23 for the Bucks after the huge tackle for loss by Justice Broadbent on Burdick. Snap, give to Burdick. Right side again. He's met in the hole there by Jackson Vandra. Nice job there by the sophomore holding his ground. Short gain for Burdick, about 2 yards. That'll bring up third down and long. 6:44 here in the third quarter.
Jackson Vandra.
Again, those boys up front, man, if they can get off a block or use their quickness to beat them to a hole, man, it just completely throws their offense into shambles, and that's what it results in.
So Coach Ryan Morgan's actually done well. He's had 2 completions going against the wind. I wonder if there's a chance they're going to roll him out. What do you think?
Yeah, third and long. Yep.
Blitz is on. Roll him out to
Called
the right. He's got a deep man. Looks like it's out of bounds. He's gonna call that a catch. Oh my goodness. Never had possession of it. But it'll be a deep pass. Soft coverage there for the Cashion Wildcats playing safe. The catch will go down. It looks like it was at number 6. May have been number 8. Jake Randall, the junior. And it'll be enough for about 14. It'll bring up fourth down and 1. He was not in. Let me turn my mic up. All right, there we go. That'll work. So fourth down and about, looks like about 1. Big stop here. Burdick on the right side. He's met. He's stopped. Looks like he was able to fall forward, and that'll be enough for the first down. As Tonkawa is now inside the 5-yard line, looking to score with 5:56 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's the play they should have ran earlier when they had a third and short.
Yep.
And they tried to get away from what their bread and butter and maybe try to sneak one in with the fullback. But, man, you got the big boys on the right side of that line. Give it to number 5. He's good enough. He's going to find a way to squeeze forward for a couple yards.
So first and goal from the 4 for Tonkawa threatening. Boom! My man Camden Maroney, 61. Bowling ball, meet pin, goes down Burdick. Short gain. Brings up second down and 5 now with a loss of 1. 5:16 left here in the third quarter. Great job there by Maroney on the power tackle.
Yeah, and that time, man, the kid tried to cut back and find that lane, and it wasn't there because Cannon Maroney was there, shed the tackler, and met him in the backfield.
So that brings up second down and 5. Probably see Burdick again. I can't imagine anything else but Burdick in this situation. He's been fantastic for the Bucks today. Morgan, bubble the play! Ball's loose. It looks like Burdick was able to get it. Goodness gracious, disaster there potentially for the Bucks. And so they'll lose another on that. That'll bring up third down and about looks like 7 from the 7-yard line as they're looking at two loss Two negative plays there for the Bucks there. Here it's sitting at what was first down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You get down here, you want to really come together as a defense and get two big plays like that. To get two big plays like that really helps these kids with their confidence, and they're coming hard.
Morgan under center. He looks the pass. He's got a post play. It's deep. Well behind and high of the intended receiver, number 8, Jake Randall. And that'll bring up 4th down and goal from the 7-yard line. What does Coach Kirtley do here?
I mean, they've had some success, after we talked about it first, in that first quarter of him rolling out and not sure, why would you get away from running the ball to number 5. But some of their success has been having him on that bootleg.
We got a shortened field here. I don't know if he's going to have the same.
Right. And that's the thing. Our zone is kind of playing back, and there was a few of those holes. Let's see now that it is a short field if there would be any holes to see.
Burdick with the toss it. No hold call. Fumble. Big hit by Justice. I cannot believe Danny Gache's missing the actual tackle on the edge. Hey, man, I've been watching football. I'm no expert, but I am an expert. That was a missed call, but it doesn't matter. Number 20, heat-seeking missile off the edge, blows up. My man Tristan Burdick fumbles out of bounds. It'll be a turnover of downs. Great job by the Cashion defense bowing up here to get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, even with that hold, Justice Broadbent got out there quick, got out there and put it on him and pushed him out of bounds and really knocked the ball out. A great hit there by Justice.
Harmon on the ground, throws it, has a chance. That's been a couple of low snaps there by Wilson. I'm not sure what's happening on the nose tackle perspective. Have to keep an eye on that. But Harmon's had to go down in the last couple of those. Thankfully was able to get the ball back and get rid of it. So that brings up 2nd down and 10 here, right around the 7-yard line. I'm sorry, the 10-yard line. I apologize. Harmon, give to Harrell. He's got a lane. The Moose gets to the 15, cuts back, spin move, circle. 20 still on his feet. Still moving. Goes down right around the 20. Great run. Should be enough for a first down.
Number 9, Peyton Harrell on the carry. Tackle by number 5.
Got to love hearing Chad Tishner say number 9 on the carry. Hey, that time right there, the big boys up front gave him a huge hole to get loose out there. And, man, Caden just – whenever he gets that much room to move, he's going to get 10 yards.
Yeah, I believe you. He's going to get one here soon. Harrell looks the inside, right around. They drag him down. A ton of bucks there. Gets about 1 or 2 on the carry. We'll bring up 2nd down and long.
Number 9, Peyton Harrell on the carry.
Are you good managing this?
Tackle by number 30, Joey Campbell.
2nd down and 8, 2-yard gain on that. 3:04 left here in the third quarter. Quickly moving third quarter. Harmon, he's looking at the screen, coming back to Green. Green's got a lane, make one move to the 30, to the outside, spin move to the 40. Still keeping his feet, running backwards. My man Braxton Green showing tons of effort and heart. Huge pass play, another first down, right down to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, right there, another great effort by Braxton Green. But, man, did you see that block right there on the pass? I mean, the pass was delivered perfectly. The block was there to spring him for that big game.
So Cashion with another first down. No offsides call there. Harmon in shotgun as usual. Snap. Looking across the middle. Rolls out. He's got his man Legas, hits Legas at the 50, 45, 40, gets it all the way down to the 35. Nice job there. Nabavi wasn't going to get the block in the back. You saw him show that up. Hurry up here for the Cashion offense.
Yeah, you called it. I was just about to say that. Nick perfectly pulls off because if he would have touched the kid at all, it would have been a block in the back.
They would have thrown it.
Yep.
All right, so we've got empty backfield for Harmon. First down and 10 from the 35. 1:56 here in the third quarter. Snap, looking to pass. He'll keep it. He'll roll. He's got to move. Cuts back outside. Nice job. Can he get a block? Gets to the outside. And Bobby's with the clear to the 15. Go out of bounds. Nice job. Ben Harmon with a huge run on first down. About 25 yards all the way down the 10-yard line.
Yeah, good job. I think that was pretty much just a called, quarterback draw play, and man, it worked to the Cashion's advantage. And Ben is so quick; he got out there on the edge and got that extra few yards.
Harmon looking to the left, screen to Manning, looking for a block. Gets a block from Brown, and he walks in. Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats on a 50-yard, 4-play drive to take the lead up, 34 to nothing here with 1:30 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, just another good play right there. There was some good blocking by that time. Max Brown was out there on the edge, and if there's one thing that Sam, I want to see him improve on is blocking on the edge. And man, that time he did it to perfection and got Mason into the end zone.
The doctor is good. He took that one deep on the extra point. Chasing that one all the way to the track, and just like that, Cashion goes up big, 35 to nothing. Nice work there by the Cashion O, bowing up, getting the stop. Right? That was a drive. That was a 90-yard drive. Excuse me.
Stopped him on 4th down. They had the ball down to the 3-yard line. We stopped them, got 2 big tackles for loss, and then held them on that 4th down with the big play by Justice. Got the ball, and that's the drive that you remember I was talking about in the first half. I want to see a drive where it's not a huge one-play touchdown. I want to see a drive where we have worked the ball methodically down the field, and that's exactly what the Wildcats did that drive for the touchdown.
Started with that nice run there for a first down by Caden Harrell, got it out to the 20. And it was a nice extra effort by Brexton Green on the screen to get it all the way out to the 50. And after a great run by Ben Harmon, it was Mason Manning with the pitch and catch with the screen. Great job there by Max Brown on the blocking, and is able to walk in for touchdown number 5 on the day to push Cashion lead up 35-0 with 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Cashion, we kick every time towards our sideline, and they've wisely put Burdick on that side. I wonder if they're going to try to pooch one here to number 8. Let's see what happens. They'll go deep. Burdick will get it right around the 12, 13. He'll look left side, cut back. He's looking. There he is. Woo! Good job by Tanner Dean. Tanner, is that no? Was that Plummer?
That's Aiden Plummer. Told you. AP.
I saw the gold shoes. I wasn't know who it was. Aiden, great special teams player, does a great job. Backup middle linebacker. Love the effort. Goes down there and stops Burdick in his tracks. And then with that, the Bucks will be starting right around the 21. We've got a substitution, Tyler Looper. If I haven't seen him, I apologize. Sophomore, 5'10", 130 wide receiver DB is checked in.
Chase Ritter come in at right there. I think going to take over that defensive tackle spot from
Maroney. Looks like Maroney's spot. Yeah, give Maroney a well-deserved blow. He's been doing fantastic. We have any other substitutes? We've got Gavin Phippen deep as long as Max Brown is checked down at corner.
Kyler George, I think, is sitting out.
Give up the middle to fullback. Got a ton of folks in there. Football ball is loose, and the Bobby's on it. They better call it.
Must have came out after he was down.
I bet it wasn't. Jaden Guzman with the carry, short carry of about 1 yard on the fullback. If you're a purist, you love that off formation. You love that fullback give, right? Keep the linebackers and nose tackle honest. So bring second down and 9. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter running clock. I formation again for the Bucks. Give to Burdick off that side. He'll come up. Met by Mason Manning. Quickly met and tackled. Nice job there by the junior outside linebacker filling the spot for Farrow. He's able to throw him down for another short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. And this may be the last play of the third quarter as we have about 20 seconds left here on the clock. So in terms of substitutions, really, I just see Chase Ritter coming in for Maroney.
Colton Southall.
Colton Southall in, as well as Max Brown coming in for Lagasse on the corner. So with that, Coach Kirtley says, I've had enough of the third quarter. And so with that, the third quarter comes to an end as your Cashion Wildcats tack another touchdown on the scoreboard and lead 35-0 here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon live from Edmond Santa Fe Stadium. We're going to a commercial. Be right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV.
Legacy is protected. Call or text me today at 405-283-3947 for your free insurance quotes. Go Wildcats!
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
All right, welcome back. We've got fourth quarter action here live from Edmond, Oklahoma at Edmond Santa Fe Stadium, where your hometown Cashion Wildcats, playing literally on the road, have visiting Tonkawa Bucks on the ropes, 35-0. Started fourth quarter play. Bucks 3rd and 6 from the 25. Morgan snaps. He keeps it, rolls to his right, looking to go deep. Brown in coverage. Brown had a chance. Nice job there by the sophomore reading the pass play with the wind. The intended receiver was number 5 do-it-all, Tristan Burdick for the Bucks. And that'll bring up 4th down and 6 from the 25. I guess Coach Kirtley's probably going to have to go for it here. I don't know if they're going to punt or not. They are going to punt. So Brexton Green back in coverage. And Brendan Okoa, the junior, has been a phenomenal punter with the win. He's had 2 or 3 big, huge boots for him. Let's see if he can get another one. Green sitting right around the 30-yard line. High snap. Kick is off. It's, well, maybe I jinxed him, I guess. Hits at the 50, and it gets a nice little Tonkawa roll, I guess, right around to the Cashion 46. Well, they'll take over. 1st down and 10 with 11:40 here in the fourth quarter. So, Chris, if you're coach, what do we do here? You're up 35-0, fourth quarter.
I mean, I think what he's going to do is kind of – I don't think anything's going to change. I think he's going to keep throwing that ball. If they're going to keep stacking the box in there, they're going to keep seeing those little screens out there, get on the edge, get down the field. Now, if they kind of get away from that and start loosening up, then you'll see Caden Harrell running the ball and running the clock.
And just like that, Harmon on the out to Green with a nice grab at the 50, 45 hurdles. Nice job there by Brexton. Nice job on the throw from Harmon, finding Green on that crossing route. That's another 1st down for the Cashion Wildcats. Looks like we've got an injured Tonkawa player. I think that was maybe it looks like a cramp. I'm not sure. Had a couple guys going low for Brexton's knees and ankles. Brexton was able to take the hurdle, go high, and go out of bounds. So I guess with that, they're gonna set the play clock. I don't know, they're still cramping him. Do you want to just leave it here? Hey, yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll just do a little talkie-talkie. What do you think?
Yeah, and that play right there, that's what I was talking about. They may not go deep every play, but what we're going to do is you're going to see those crossing routes. You're going to see the bubble screens. You're going to see things getting Brexton, getting Mason Manning on the edge, and just letting them chop up the yards. And I think, was it you or was it?
Was it smart? Was it a smart thing?
What's that?
Was it what you're about? Was it a smart thing that you were about to say?
Yeah, it was smart. It was smart. Well, you said, if Coach would let him, Brexton could get 300 yards this game.
That was me.
Yeah, that was you. So, and that's the thing. With them packing the box and having 8-9 guys in there, that's the good thing about this team is we've got the weapons on the outside, and it's not just one, where they can't double up on one guy because Brexton and Mason Manning, you get the ball in their hands with some of the blockers that we have out there on the edge, they're going to get huge yardage almost every time they get the ball in their hand.
So, with the huge play there by Braxton Green, Cashion Wildcats have a first down and 10 from the 43 of the Tonkawa Bucks. And with that, Coach Kirtley is going to use one of his timeouts. And I think this might be a good timeout for us too. So here from from Edmond, Oklahoma, it's your Cashion Wildcats on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle Up. Big 35-0 here with 11:30 left in the game. We're going to commercial. Be right back. Stay with us.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome back from the timeouts. Cashion with the ball, first down and 10 from the 42, 11:30. Empty backfield for Harmon. Green on the jet sweep fake. Manning on the tunnel. He'll cut back to the 40, cut back outside, push forward. Nice job there by Manning. About an 8-yard play on the tunnel screen from Harmon.
And those tunnel screens, that's exactly how they're designed. Catch the ball outside, bring it back into the inside where you have those blockers releasing down the field and really making you a lane to run. And he's really good about getting back inside, finding those blockers and using them.
Caden Harrell, deep pistol, H-back Nabavi, look to right side, cuts back, finds a lane, falls forward, and that's definitely enough for a first down. Good job by Caden Harrell, staying patient, gets the run. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats. They chew up clock. Looks like number 5, Burdick, is the injured buck on the field. He's definitely left it on the field. I know that for sure. Not sure what's the problem. I don't think it's a cramp. He's may have gotten a stinger maybe on that last play. I didn't see what was happening in the backfield. Did you see anything on the replay?
Yeah, I was trying to look, see what.
So just like you mentioned earlier, Chris, pick your poison, right? If you're going to roll up and try to stop Caden Harrell, it's going to be.
Yeah, it looks like he came in, got on that tackle, and then just kind of ran straight over to the sideline and laid down. Like you said, must be just a stinger or something up in that neck area because that's kind of where he was pointing.
Okay, so really not a timeout. They can't really sit there and talk to the players, but girls certainly doing a good work on the manager side, making sure everyone's got water. First down and 10 from the 29. 10:32 left here in the fourth quarter. I don't know if we'll have a JV sighting today or no. Pistol formation. Caden Harrell. Fake. Harmon looking go deep. Go to the corner. He's got Braxton Green. Braxton Green with the catch. And comes down inside the 8-yard line. Nice work there by Harmon, putting the ball up for Braxton Green. The senior says thank you. Goes up, gets it. It's another big catch for the senior.
Yeah, and that time, I mean, the kid had good coverage. Ben just kind of left it back on that back shoulder and let Ben come back and get it. And another big gain.
Pistol formation. Caden Harrell deep. Give to Harrell. Looks up the middle, looking for something. Cuts back up. Works it all the way down to the 1 yard. Nice run there by Caden Harrell, staying patient, working north and south. It'll bring up second down and goal right around the 1 yard line. Take a wild guess what you think's going to happen here.
9 to the goal line.
Snap. Oh, it's a pass. Legas catches outside, looking for a screen. Works across. Is he in? He is. Touchdown. Cashion Wildcats. On the step back from Harmon to Legas. I guess Shaq was like, we're throwing this ball. I don't care what happens. And that's touchdown number 6 on the day. Early here in the fourth quarter from Harmon to Legas. And the Cats are up big, 41-0.
Yeah, and that time Landon held on to that football. You know, it was in traffic there right before the first half, or right before the half ended. In the first half, lost the ball. That time had both hands on the football and just leaned into the end zone for the touchdown.
Braxton Green with the hold. Christensen with the kick. And that doctor stays perfect on the day. 6 extra points means 42-0 as your Cashion Wildcats here on Cashion Wildcats TV, powered by Squirtle, go up big on the visiting top 10 rated Tonkawa Bucks. Chris, this is going to be the third top 10 team that's going to lose to Cashion this season. I know it's neat and fun to rank Pawhuska #1 and maybe Ringling as defending state champs #1. But nobody in Class A has done what the Cashion Wildcats have done. And not only have they beaten 3 top 10 teams in Minko, in Thomas, which is a number 3 or 4 team in the state, and potentially here, barring a ridiculous collapse, Tonkawa. No other team has done anything close, and not just beating them, whooping them.
Yep. And that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, before the season started, you know, I think when we had our preseason talk show, I said we might even have one loss coming out of that deal. And we dominated the whole way through. And that's what a lot of people were saying, hey, I thought these teams were top 10, or maybe they're not as good as they are, but they're that good. We're just that much better. Yeah. And it shows because Thomas, you know, they've taken care of business every week. They put it to people. Minko, you know, they've came around this season. At first they struggled a little bit. We beat them. Then they've come back around and have played some good football. And then Tonkawa, like we've talked about, they've had a good season. I mean, they've had 5 wins in a row. The only team that they've gotten beat by is a 2A Perry. But everybody else, you know, they've kind of handled. They had a close game with Crescent, which I can't wait for next week. Because Crescent is coming in thinking if they can beat the Cashion Wildcats, they have a chance to win
based on points.
The championship or you know, be first in the district. And man, I'm so ready to see that matchup and excited to just see that rivalry out on the field for the last game of the regular season.
It's a good one. First down and 10, 9:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Tonkawa in that I formation. We have a new running back, number 15. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. Was that Camden Maroney?
Of course.
61 back in the game with the tackle for loss. Number 15 is, it looks like Peyton Keith, freshman, 5'6", 150, filling in for Burdick. And I guess if you're Coach Kirtley, down 42-0, probably don't want to risk getting one of your best player hurt any more than he is right now.
You know, he had that little stinger or whatever issue he had where he went out, and that's kind of one of those things where you say, all right, we're down 42-0. Let's go ahead and put the freshman in there and let him try to prove something.
So the freshman works the right side. Peyton Keith gets about 1 yard. Nabavi on the chase down from on the outside. I didn't see who made the tackle. I'm going to give it to a linebacker. We'll give it to Caden Harrell. So we've got South Hall, Maroney, Joey Wilson, Vandruff on the line, Justice Broadbent, Nick Nabavi, Caden Harrell, Mason Manning on the linebackers, Gavin Phippen, Max Brown on the corners, and safety Braxton Green. Third down and 9, 8:03 left here from the 36. Morgan back to pass. He'll keep it. No hold call, but he'll get hit and dropped by Colton Southall. Good job there by the senior working the outside. Brings down the freshman quarterback. He'll get about 4 yards, and that'll bring up down fourth and about 5. And I guess Coach Kirtley is waving the white flag. It's not the Buccaneer flag now. It's the white flag as he goes out to punt. Cashion nobody deep, playing it safe, which is the smart thing. And we'll see what offense gets trotted out there. Great punt. Goodness gracious. Huge spiral. Hits at the 10. Great job there with the wind. Brendan Okoa. He's been fantastic for them.
Yeah,
goes out of the back of the end zone. Will be a touchback where your Cashion Wildcats will take over, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, I think he punted from the 30-yard line and landed on the 10. So I mean, that went in the air for what, 50 yards? I mean, for a high school kid, 1A kid kicking the ball like that, that's a leg on him.
So Cashion showing no mercy. Ben Harmon trots out. Deep pistol, give to Harrell. He'll work right side. Gets the outside, makes a move. Bowls over, hits a few guys for good measure and goes down. Nice run there by Caden Harrell. Cashion offense wearing down the Bucks. Gets it all the way out to the 32. Somebody hurt?
I think Caden's still down over there.
No, he's got a cramp. They're like, get off the field, Harrell. So they kind of smooch him over across the line there. Cashion will take over. Brexton Green will go to quarterback, or I'm sorry, to tailback. Double tight end set. Got Lagasse and Manning flared right. Clock running, 6:45, 4th quarter. Deep pistol for Cashion with Brexton Green sitting back in the Himalayas. Snap, give to Green. Finds a lane, cuts back in. We'll have a holding call, which is pretty typical when you're up 6 scores. The flag seems to fall out a little bit easier. So we will have holding on Cashion. Some of the Cashion fans question the call.
Holding is the call against Cashion.
As the Buck fans cheer on. So that'll bring up 1st down and long from the 19 all the way from the 32 to the 19. That's a big penalty, friend.
Wonder if we'll let Brexton run that little screen play.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him in there for any of the screen plays yet this year. From the backfield, anyway.
Brexton working on 5 bills of all-purpose yards. Snap, give to, it's a fake. Looking for the out. Harmon rolling out, looking for the out with Manning. Nice grab there by Manning. He stays in bounds, cuts it back in, looking to get extra yards. Be careful, son. He goes down, gets the 1st down. Great work there by Harmon against the wind, finding Manning on that out or dig, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, on 1st and 1st and 20 to get 14 of that back. I'll take that.
It was not so it'll be 2nd down. That's exactly right. I saw a double stick. 2nd down and 7. Thanks for that correction, partner. Max Brown comes in for Manning. Well, I've seen the sophomore out there. Give to Green on the stretch. Boom! Lowers the shoulder. We have another penalty from the back judge. Yeah, they're going to call holding on Cashion. They're going to do everything they can so we can't score. We got about 5 minutes left on the clock. I guess they can throw about 3 more, I guess.
Not sure what he saw that the line judge right in front of him didn't, but he must have saw somebody get their hands around somebody or a jersey pull or something to throw that flag from back there.
So with the mark off on the 2nd holding call out of 3 plays, Caden Harrell checks back in at running back. He gets stretched out. 2nd down and 7 with a mark off. Cashion still +3 after the 2 holding calls. Keeper Harmon rolls to his left. Finds Lagasse. Nice catch right at the sticks. He's going to give him the mark. He sure will. Wasn't sure we were going to get the spot. But nice roll out there for Ben Harmon. Finds Lagasse on the hitch. And that'll be a Cashion 1st down here with 4:24 left in the game. Looks like the JV squad's huddling up, getting ready. I wonder if we'll see them. I know Jake Branson's probably chomping at the bit to get that ball.
I better see Nathan Nabavi get to air it out.
Yeah, he will not. And the wind's in his face, too. I don't know. The way Shaq's running this game right now, that might be a possibility. Stretch, give. Harrell cuts up the middle. Bowls over. Ball's loose. No call, but looks like Nabavi's able to get it. This would be a great time to get the Cashion Wildcats out of the game, starting 11. So it'll be a gain of about 3. Bring out second down and 7. 3:38 left here, running clock. Cashion taking their time. No love lost here. Braxton Green taking his time. Hit X. Snap. Pass. He's looking for Nabavi. Harmon had plenty of time. He needed Nabavi to clear the linebackers. So intended for number 4. Falls in and out of the hands of the linebacker, thankfully. And I'll bring out third down and 7, 3:03. I'm assuming that the JV will be coming in at defense. So the shutout for Coach Wood is on the line. Unless the Cashion Wildcats convert this third down or possibly fourth down and keep working the clock down to zeros. You got Manning on the hitch. Nice work, nice catch. Nice throw. Manning keeping his feet. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Run the clock.
Chris, we've got to have close to 20, 25 first downs in this game. I mean, they last week were a bunch of big plays, 40, 50-yard plays that we scored on. Tonight's, basically in chunks. 2:39, clock rolling.
Yeah, we've had a lot of third and longs that we've converted. We've had a lot of, backing up just like we had first and 20 a while ago, big plays there. But the thing is, we don't have that big, long touchdown, and it's been first down down the field.
Yeah, speak of the devil, Caden Harrell gets the ball. Get him down. They're definitely gang tackling him, going for his ankles and everything else to get the moose down. Maybe about a 6-yard gain. Second down and about 4. 2:04 left. Running clock. Ball on the 40. It looks like the 38, 37 of the Bucks. Probably have 1, if not 2 more plays left here, as your Cashion Wildcats will wrap this one here on a Saturday afternoon football style here from Edmond, Oklahoma. Pass. Another hitch. They're going to lay off of Manning. He throws it incomplete. Ben says, that's my bad. So they are going to stop the clock. 1:27. Third down and 4. Kind of strange coming out here on a Saturday. We got to hustle home and try to catch the rest of that OSU-Texas game and the big one, the Texas Tech OU game tonight.
I got to hustle. It's a big night of trick-or-treating in my house.
Oh, that's right, trick-or-treating. I forgot about that, too. Caden Harrell, the big run. First down.
I think I have Anna and Elsa waiting at the house to do some trunk-or-treat.
That's right. We love our community. We'll have the cars parked out downtown. COVID-19 free zone.
That's right. And maybe electric line free zone.
Maybe. Hopefully you have some electricity.
I think somebody texted me and said we might have power in my house now, so that's a good day.
We're hanging on, guys. Thanks for staying with us. Chris and I are slowly losing this one, but with about 5 seconds on the play clock, 42 on the clock, game clock, Ben Harmon will take a knee, and just like that, Coach Shackelford starts his victory trot out to midfield. Coach Kirtley not sure what to do with that, but with that, run down of the clock, it'll be your Cashion Wildcats who move to 9-0 on the season with a huge 42-0 shutout of the previously top 10 Tonkawa Bucks here live from Edmond, Oklahoma. A great win there for Coach Shackelford and the group as they take sole possession of first place in District A3. With that, we've got scenes from the sideline, and we're right back here on Cashion Wildcat TV with breakdown with Lane and possibly with Coach Shackelford down the line.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats! Gateway Realty is a mother-daughter team that has a heart for small-town life. Both Anita and Kelly were born and raised in Cashion and are still raising their families here. Their family homesteaded in Cashion in 1908, and it's been home ever since. Anita and Kelly know this town, love this town, and would love to help make this your home too. For a friendly face and trustworthy knowledge, call these hometown girls at 405-641-7388. Go Wildcats! Cashion Shape Up Fitness is locally owned and operated with no contracts or sign-up fees. Our rates start at only $30 per month, and we have tanning available. Everything you need to work on your health and fitness. So contact Amber Lee to sign up today, 405-538-8248. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Cashion Shape Up Fitness.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Have a pest problem? Call Rural Pest Solutions today. We offer as-needed services as well as a variety of treatment schedules. We're family-owned and operated, and we specialize in treating life's smallest problems: spiders, ants, roaches, termites, mice, and more. For both residential and commercial, we're ready to solve your pest problems today. So call Rural Pest Solutions in Cashion, 405-238-6565. Proud supporter of Wildcat athletes.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211. For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member F.
All right, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe Stadium on a wonderful Saturday afternoon of high school football here, where your Cashion Wildcats remain undefeated, moved to 9-0 with a huge win over top 10 foe Tonkawa here in District A3. Joining me in the booth with my man, Coach Lynn Shackelford. Congrats on the win, Lynn.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Saturday football, is that something you've ever done before?
Not in the regular season.
No, playoffs that
yeah,
one year.
Playoffs we have, yeah, but this is the first for a regular season.
So, leading up, we'll talk about the game, but it probably was a little bit of a kind of a juggle for us to figure out no power, muddy field.
Yeah, I told the kids when we met on Wednesday, I think we at least went in the indoor and opened up some doors so we could see a little bit. But I told them, hey, welcome to 2020. It's a new experience every week. But I thought it was good for us, with the playoffs on the horizon and all the things that could happen during the playoffs. It was kind of probably good for us to have to not practice and have just a short amount of time to prepare for someone and have to play on at 1 o'clock on a Saturday. So, all those things are hopefully might help us out later on down the road.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. I mean, if you think about all the things that have happened, right, having, losing a game, right, as you said, going on the road to Stillwater, having to play that game and changing it up here, certainly building some resiliency with this team and ability to kind of, go with the punches. So, certainly, Tonkawa came in ranked. They came in 6-1. Their only loss was to Perry. They had actually taken care of a lot of district foes, put up a lot of points. But you and Coach Wood pitched the shutout. What was I guess more of a surprise for you today? Was it the offense and maybe the passing game with this big win, or was it the defense coming out and pitching a shutout?
We talked. I mean, I thought we would do a pretty good job against them defensively. We're built a little different than we have been in the past. In the past we probably wouldn't have welcomed 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality team, but the last couple of years we've kind of been okay with that, and it was good for us because we haven't seen that in a long time, and we might see that in the playoffs. So I thought that was good. We had to make some adjustments with our front. play a different defense than we normally play. So that was good. And then offensively, it was kind of one of those things where we were just going to kind of let them dictate what they wanted us to do, and the way they played it, they didn't mind us throwing it, so we kept throwing it.
Yeah,
probably should have threw it more.
Well, we were wondering. I think Brexton had 196 at half. We'll look at his stats here real soon, but he probably could have easily had 300 yards receiving today. I know.
He had a good game.
Really good game, and I think that just we talked about that, and even when Lane was up here, you have to roll in and figure out what you're going to try to stop with your offense, and they decided that they were going to load the box, and which meant Ben Harmon, the receivers, were going to have a big day, and that's certainly what happened. From a standpoint of just overall scores, I noticed this wasn't like last week where there was a bunch of huge 50, 60-yard plays for touchdowns. Had a ton of first downs. You moved the ball. It was a little bit more methodical. Caden Harrell wasn't getting 60 yards on a run. You were able to kind of do that. Does that, is that something that you feel more comfortable with, or do you prefer like the big plays during the game?
Well, I mean, obviously big plays are great. I think what was good about today, and we talked about it a little bit after the game. We'll spend some more time one of these days when we have power back and we can watch film. But I think for our kids, that they needed a little bit of this today. They need to see that it's not always a 25-yard gain, or it's not always somebody wide open. That 2nd and 7 is a reality sometimes, and you have to be able to deal with that, and 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 8 or whatever. So it was from just the preparation moving forward, how we're going to see things in the playoffs, having to put drives together and convert 3rd down and be behind the chains a little bit, and kind of struggle at times is okay. And I think our kids sometimes get frustrated when it's not easy.
Perfect.
You're right, and it's not always going to be that way, and we're going to have to figure it out. Just like when Ben threw the interception, when he came off, I told him, I said, Ben, just throw it away.
Yeah.
It's okay to punt. We can always punt and play defense. And I think sometimes our kids get so used to it being easy that when it's not, they get frustrated and we make mistakes. And so I thought it was good for us.
Very good. So on the day, I mean, some really big numbers. I mean, 26 first downs. That's crazy. To 9 to Tonkawa. 507 total yards. You hold another opponent to less than 150 total yards. They had 132. Number 5 for them, Tristan Burdick. He was.
He's good.
He's really good. He looked a lot like the OBA Jet Cheatham.
Yeah, kind of a bigger version. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was wanting to kind of lower his shoulder. It looked pretty chippy today.
Yeah.
Is that typical, or?
This is the first time we've ever played Tonkawa, but it's like I told our kids before the game. There's kids playing for Tonkawa that have the state championship ring.
Right.
I mean, they were on that state title team. So they're and Tonkawa's traditionally been really good in football, and I mean those kids grow up, and Tonkawa Buck football is a big deal. So I would imagine for them it's frustrating to struggle a little bit, and frustrating to not be able to to be as good as maybe some of the teams they've had in the past. So maybe that's part of it, and maybe it's just Saturday afternoon and they want to watch OSU play. I don't know.
Well, hey, before I let you go, and we'll kind of put the stats down. There was a couple plays. Now I don't know if you get in trouble with the OSSA or with Squirtle by talking. And again, we love our officials. But there was the out of bounds on the kickoff where Max Brown, was he out of bounds?
I didn't see it. Coach Wood said that he I don't think anybody saw it. I think that
we weren't expecting it.
If I was going to put a truth serum in the officials, my guess would be they didn't expect that to happen.
Right.
And so it was kind of like, well, Coach, he was out of bounds before he touched it, which is fine. I mean, I thought Max made a great play. It would have been cool if we could have got the ball right there, but it's fine.
That was really neat. And then the play with Lagasse reaching over the line, it looked like he was on his body.
Yeah, I couldn't. I thought he was in, but the guy on our sidelines was like, Coach, he wasn't in. So I don't know.
He wasn't down though, I guess.
No,
okay.
Okay. I thought the ball crossed the goal line.
Okay.
But he said it wasn't. And I mean.
No, I know. I was just curious. Those are a couple close plays that I definitely wanted to ask you about the kickoff because.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I was covered up by some of the players because I was on the other end. But Coach Wood was standing right there, and he didn't freak out too much. So,
so we'll go with Coach Wood's ruling on that one. Ben Harmon, 24 for 34. They wanted to stop the run, so it was the Ben Harmon show. 373, had 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. Just another phenomenal day for him. Had a couple mistakes, but again, it happens absolutely. Bryson Green was ridiculous. 12 catches for 257 yards. Yeah. I know some of that gets counted on those jet sweeps, but he was really, really good today.
Yeah, no, I thought he had a really good game. He's really, really good after the ball gets in his hands, and I mean, far be it for me to criticize anybody, but if you're just going to play him straight up and just say, hey, you got him, the guy better be really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. On the defensive side, Justice Broadbent, again, leading tackles. I think it's the 3rd. I think since he's come back, I think he's led the team in tackles.
Yeah, probably.
He's been fantastic. Caden Harrell, Nick Nabavi, Camden Maroney was great today. Kyler George came out. He had 8 tackles today. I thought he kind of showed himself.
I thought our defensive line did a really good job. They're good up front, especially 72.
Yep.
And they have a good scheme, and they're patient, and they stay with it. And so, I mean, if you're a defensive lineman, you have to be ready to. You're taking on a counter, or you're taking on somebody pulling, or you're taking on a guy trying to reach block you every time, and that stuff can wear on you.
Yep.
That's a lot more difficult than just rushing the quarterback.
Well, as we close the books on this game, congrats on going 8-0. Now it's Crescent Week, our favorite week of the year.
Yeah, we've never played them this late before.
Yeah, so it'll be the last game. It would have been senior night outside of COVID-19. Do we have any updates regarding the game time on that? Is there anything official or formal on that?
I think we haven't officially done it, but I think we probably will tomorrow or Monday. But we're going to play them Saturday afternoon at 1.
Would it be at home?
Yeah, it's going to be at home.
Okay.
I mean, and surely by Saturday we'll have power. But if by the end of the week it doesn't look like we're going to, then we might look at doing something else. But right now that's what we're doing. They don't play till Monday night.
Okay.
So
that was the reason for it.
Yeah, so we're going to push it back.
Okay.
And when they made that decision to move it to Monday, we were trying to decide what we were going to do for today, and that was an option for us to move it to Monday. And they didn't want to wait around, so they just moved theirs.
All right. Well, so, we'll have a chance, hopefully, as we break down the Crescent game to talk about the play-in games and the potential
we can do that.
Of seeing an 8 seed. But, before we let you go, anything special from a Crescent week? Is this a fun time of the football season for us?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it should be a lot of fun. I think any time that you have, you have rivalries, I think you need to embrace that. You need to enjoy that and enjoy the week. And hopefully we'll be in school and we can do all of that. But I'm sure if Crescent beats us, they can win the district title. So I'm sure it'll be a
three-way tie, right?
Yeah. If they beat us, it'll be a 3-way tie, and with the points, I mean, I don't even want to look at it and figure out how it would go down. But yes, there's a chance if they beat us, they could be district champs. So I'm sure they'll be locked and ready to go.
Well, and then for us, whether it's I know you'll want to preach the chance to be a district champ again, but certainly Crescent and the rivalry will hopefully get the attention of the
and
team.
I don't ever want to lose.
Well, Coach Shack, thanks so much. Congratulations on a big win. Any trick or treating tonight?
Not for me tonight. I think I might try to find some place and see if the Sooners can take care of the Red Raiders.
We'll see. I don't know. It'll probably be a terrible game, but we'll catch the OSU score as well. But really appreciate you. Congratulations, 9-0 on the season. That's Lynn Shackelford, head coach. He's got a gajillion wins, keeps adding it. Looking to go undefeated again next week as they take on the Crescent Tigers at home on the Warham 74. I'm naming a Bobby. Chris Gibson left. He had to go do some business, had to hand out some candy at his shop, take care of that legacy insurance there with Chris Cochran. But we're definitely always pleased and blessed. We want to say thanks to Coach Shack and Hardaway and Sammy Jackson. Big thanks to the Edmond Santa Fe administration for allowing us to come out here and play and use their wonderful facilities. And with that, your Cashion Wildcats moved to 9-0, undefeated in district play, trying to earn another district championship next week against Crescent with a huge win over the Tonkawa Bucks, 42-0. We appreciate you guys staying here with us with Cashion Wildcats TV here, even on a Saturday afternoon edition. Catch the stats on Twitter and Facebook. We'll have some updates, and make sure that you follow us and you follow Cashion Football on Twitter as well to find out when in fact we do play Crescent next week. And so for Neiman and Bobby, Coach Shackelford, Chris Gibson, Lane, and as well as Gage and Mark, appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. Thanks so much. Go Cats, and God bless.